1. The mirror technique, the power of resonance. For deep relaxation. Have you ever noticed how people open up when they feel in sync, not studied? This is precisely what the mirror technique taps into. While primarily a social communication tool, applying its principles to your sleep preparation can help your body and mind achieve a deeper state of relaxation. Traditionally, this technique begins with subtle cues like matching a shared pace, adopting a similar posture, or picking up on the rhythm of someone's speech. However, when adapted for sleep, mirroring transforms into a process of harmonizing with the desired state of peacefulness. When you aim to fall asleep, you mirror stillness, slowing your breath, relaxing your muscles, and allowing your mind to settle. It's not about mechanical imitation, but about creating resonance. As you mirror tranquility, your mind stops negotiating with thoughts and begins to connect with the state of rest. Imagine preparing for bed. Instead of actively fighting racing thoughts, you simply mirror calm, breathing deeply and evenly, relaxing each muscle group. You don't need to fix or judge the thoughts present. Just be there, alongside them, peacefully. This method works because it bypasses resistance. It signals to your body and mind, I'm not here to force you to sleep. I'm just here to relax with you. When you align with the rhythm of rest, your body no longer feels pressured. It feels safe, and that sense of safety leads to a readiness for sleep. The mirror technique doesn't demand cleverness, just attention, and it's one of the quickest ways to build a state of trust and readiness for slumber. 2. The yes ladder. Building agreement with your body for sleep agreement doesn't always begin with the big question. Often it starts with a series of small, undeniable yeses. Think of a salesperson guiding a client through a sequence of affirmations. Each yes builds momentum, reducing resistance until the final yes feels natural and effortless. This principle can be surprisingly effective when applied to falling asleep. Your goal is to guide your body and mind towards sleep by getting them to agree to small, relaxing steps. Instead of demanding sleep, which often creates resistance, you subtly lead your internal system with small, easy-to-accept actions. Begin by acknowledging simple truths about your current state. Yes, my head is on the pillow. Yes, the lights are off. Yes, my eyes are closed. Move to sensory confirmations. Yes, I can hear the gentle hum of the fan. Yes, I feel the softness of the blanket. Progress to simple physical releases. Yes, my shoulders are relaxing. Yes, my jaw is unclenched. Each tiny agreement reduces the internal conflict and tension that often keeps us awake. This method works because it bypasses the direct command, which can trigger a fight-or-flight response. Instead, it creates a gentle, affirming pathway towards a cooperative state. Each yes is a micro-relaxation, accumulating into a macro readiness for sleep. By the time you get to the big question, sleep, your body and mind have already agreed to so many preceding small steps that the final yes feels like the natural conclusion to a sequence of positive affirmations. It's about building gentle momentum towards slumber. 3. The power of the quiet nod, signaling safety for deeper rest. Imagine a quiet cafe scene, two friends, half-drunk coffee cups between them. One speaks slowly, haltingly about a heavy family matter. The other just listens, no advice, no reactions, just steady eye contact and a single quiet nod. The speaker exhales, then continues, a little faster, a little more freely. Not because they're being guided, but because they feel safe. This subtle yet profound quiet nod is one of the most underused but powerful social tools. It tells the other person, I'm still here, keep going. Applied to sleep, this technique shifts focus inward. When your mind is racing with thoughts, instead of fighting them or trying to forcefully stop them, you offer them a quiet nod. This means acknowledging them without judgment, engagement, or resistance. Picture your thoughts as fleeting clouds in the sky. You don't chase them, analyze them, or try to dissipate them. You simply observe their presence with a gentle, internal nod. This subtle acceptance prevents escalation. It creates an internal safe space where thoughts can pass through without clinging or causing distress. By not reacting, you're not fueling their energy. This method prevents the conflict cascade that often keeps us awake. Your subconscious interprets this non-reactive observation as safety and non-threat. It allows the mind to get it all out in its own time without the pressure of needing to be fixed or solved. The quiet nod fosters an environment of passive acceptance, which is crucial for disengaging the active problem-solving of the brain and allowing the deeper, resting state to emerge. It's about being present without participating, holding the line steady until the storm of thought subsides naturally. 4. The loophole. Outsmarting resistance with a simple trick. Sometimes your mind is like a child who simply doesn't want to go to sleep. Directly telling it to sleep now often backfires, creating resistance. This is where the loophole comes into play. A clever trick to bypass the direct command and trick your brain into relaxing. The original context suggests a playful way to get someone to do something by giving them a tiny, unimportant task. For sleep, this translates to giving your mind a low-stakes, non-threatening activity that distracts it from its usual alert state without actually trying to sleep. Instead of thinking, "I need to fall asleep," which is a high-pressure instruction, give your brain a loophole task. For example, tell yourself, "I'm just going to lie here and focus on breathing for 5 minutes." Or, "I'm just going to count backward from 100 in my head very slowly." The key is that the task should be simple, repetitive, and utterly non-demanding, with no expectation of falling asleep. Your brain, being the clever problem solver it is, might resist the idea of sleeping, but it usually won't resist a small, trivial task. By engaging it in this low-stakes activity, you divert its attention from stress and the need to sleep. This creates a mental loophole through which the brain can transition from alertness to relaxation without triggering its usual resistance mechanisms. It's like telling a child, "Just try on these shoes for a second," knowing they'll probably keep them on. The loophole creates a safe, low-pressure entry point into a relaxed state, allowing sleep to sneak in through the back door while your conscious mind is busy with its trivial assignment. 5. The next step method. Chaining relaxation towards slumber. Think about how you guide someone through a complex process. You don't overwhelm them with the entire journey, but rather focus on the very next, most obvious step. This simple next step approach can be incredibly effective for easing into sleep. Instead of fixating on the daunting goal of falling asleep, which can feel overwhelming, you break down the process into a series of tiny, manageable, and inevitable actions that lead naturally to rest. When you lie down, don't think about sleeping. Instead, focus on the immediate, tiny next step. For instance, the very first next step might be to simply get comfortable in your bed. Once you're comfortable, the next step might be to close your eyes. Then, the next step might be to take a slow, deep breath. After that, it might be to release the tension in your jaw. Each step is so small and easy that your brain doesn't register it as a significant effort or a demand for sleep. This method subtly guides your body and mind through a cascade of relaxation. Each successful next step builds momentum, like climbing a ladder one rung at a time, making the subsequent steps feel natural and effortless. It prevents the feeling of being stuck or overwhelmed by the vastness of needing to sleep. By focusing only on the immediate, simple action, you prevent your mind from anticipating future worries or resisting the ultimate goal. This gentle, incremental approach allows your nervous system to progressively downshift, making the transition from wakefulness to slumber a smooth, almost imperceptible chain of quiet, natural progressions. 6. The one and only rule. Simplification for uninterrupted rest. In a world full of advice, sometimes the most liberating thing is to have just one and only rule. This concept, often used in negotiation to simplify a complex deal, can be a powerful mental tool for sleep. When your mind is cluttered with a million shoulds and don'ts about sleep, it creates mental noise and pressure. By establishing a single, overriding rule for your sleep environment or routine, you reduce cognitive load and provide a clear, unambiguous signal to your brain. For example, your one and only rule could be, "My bed is only for sleep." This simple rule eliminates all other activities that often creep into the bedroom: working on laptops, scrolling on phones, watching TV, eating, or even overthinking. By strictly adhering to this single principle, you create a powerful Pavlovian association: bed equals sleep. Your brain quickly learns to associate the physical space with its intended purpose, removing distractions and conflicting signals. This simplification is profoundly effective because it removes decision fatigue and mental clutter. There's no debate, no negotiation, just one clear directive. It streamlines your pre-sleep routine and eliminates ambiguity. When your brain knows exactly what's expected in that space, it can more easily shift into the appropriate physiological state. This one and only rule acts as a mental boundary, protecting your sleep sanctuary and training your subconscious to anticipate rest, leading to faster and more consistent sleep onset. It's about clarity over complexity, providing a direct pathway to uninterrupted slumber. 7. The pattern interrupt. Breaking the cycle of wakefulness. When someone is stuck in a loop of negative thinking or resistance, a pattern interrupt is a sudden, unexpected shift that breaks them out of that cycle. This concept, often used in therapy or coaching, is incredibly useful for dislodging your mind from a state of wakefulness or anxiety when you're trying to sleep. If you find yourself repeatedly tossing and turning or replaying worries, a simple pattern interrupt can reset your brain. Instead of continuing to lie there, fueling the wakeful pattern, you introduce a deliberate, slightly unexpected action. This could be something as simple as getting out of bed for a moment. Don't engage in stimulating activities. Just stand up, walk to the window, look out for 30 seconds, and then return to bed. Or try a quick, non-stimulating change like drinking a small sip of water, or simply sitting up for a count of 5 and then lying back down. The key is that the action should be just disruptive enough to break the current thought loop or physical discomfort without being stimulating. This brief interruption creates a mental jolt that can shift your brain out of its rut. It prevents the pattern of wakefulness from becoming ingrained and gives your mind a chance to reboot its state. By breaking the cycle, you open up an opportunity for a new, more sleep-conducive pattern to emerge. It's like hitting a reset button on a frozen computer. Sometimes a momentary break is all that's needed to get things running smoothly towards sleep again. 8. The velvet rope, protecting your pre-sleep sanctuary. Imagine a VIP area at an exclusive club guarded by a velvet rope. Only those invited or deemed worthy are allowed past. This velvet rope analogy can be powerfully applied to your pre-sleep routine. Just as a velvet rope protects an exclusive space, you need to establish clear boundaries and gatekeepers for the hour or two before bed, transforming it into an exclusive sleep sanctuary that filters out anything detrimental to rest. This means consciously deciding what gets past the rope and what doesn't. Before bed, the VIPs allowed in are calming activities, reading a physical book, gentle stretching, listening to soothing music, taking a warm bath, or engaging in quiet conversation. The undesirables that are strictly kept out by the velvet rope include bright screens, phones, tablets, TV, work-related thoughts, stressful news, intense conversations, or anything that stimulates your mind. By actively enforcing this mental and physical velvet rope, you send a clear signal to your brain that this is a sacred, protected time dedicated solely to winding down. It preconditions your mind and body for sleep by systematically removing triggers for alertness and stress. This isn't about deprivation, it's about intelligent curation. You're creating an environment, both external and internal, that is conducive to sleep, making the transition to slumber smoother and more natural. The velvet rope ensures that only peace and calm enter your final waking hour, preparing you for deep, restorative sleep. 9. The mental rehearsal. Pre-programming your brain for sleep success. Athletes often use mental rehearsal to visualize their perfect performance, hitting every shot, executing every move flawlessly. This powerful technique isn't just for sports. It can be a highly effective cheat code for sleep. By mentally rehearsing a smooth transition into sleep, you pre-program your brain for success, reducing anxiety and making the process feel more familiar and achievable. Instead of lying in bed hoping for sleep, actively visualize yourself going through a perfect sleep sequence. Imagine yourself getting into bed feeling relaxed and comfortable. Picture your body softening, your breath deepening, and your mind gently settling. Visualize the sensation of drifting off effortlessly, without resistance or struggle. Focus on the feeling of peacefulness washing over you. This isn't about forcing sleep, but about creating a vivid, positive blueprint in your mind. The brain often struggles with the unknown or the uncertain. By mentally rehearsing sleep, you're making the process feel known and safe. You're teaching your subconscious what a successful sleep onset feels like, reducing the fear or anxiety that often arises when sleep is elusive. This technique leverages the brain's inability to fully distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. By practicing falling asleep, you build confidence and create a powerful neural pathway that makes the actual experience more likely to follow the rehearsed script. It's a proactive way to calm your nervous system and guide yourself into slumber, leveraging the power of visualization to achieve restful sleep. Number 10. The sensory sweep. Tuning into calm for instant relaxation. Our senses are constantly gathering information, often overwhelming us with stimuli that keep us awake. The sensory sweep is a powerful cheat code that involves intentionally shifting your awareness to gentle, soothing sensory inputs, overriding the noisy, stimulating ones that often prevent sleep. It's about consciously tuning into the subtle cues of calm in your environment. When you lie down, instead of letting your mind race, perform a deliberate sensory sweep. Start with your hearing. Identify the quietest sound you can hear, perhaps the gentle hum of the refrigerator, the distant chirping of crickets, or even just the sound of your own breathing. Focus on it without judgment. Then move to touch. Notice the softness of your sheets, the weight of your blanket, the cool air on your skin. Next, focus on smell. If there's a faint, pleasant scent, like lavender from a pillow spray, acknowledge it. Finally, consider temperature. Notice the comfortable warmth or coolness of your body. The key here is not to analyze these sensations, but simply to observe them. This systematic shifting of attention from active thought to passive sensory awareness is a profound pattern interrupt. It anchors your mind in the present moment and disengages it from anxieties or external stimulation. By deliberately focusing on soothing internal and external sensations, you quiet the noise that keeps you awake. This gentle exploration of your immediate sensory environment guides your nervous system from an alert state to a state of receptive calm, paving the way for sleep. It's a meditative practice that naturally lulls your brain into a relaxed state. 11. The invisible hand, guiding your body to calm. Think of a skilled magician. They don't force you to see something, but subtly guide your attention with an invisible hand. This concept can be applied to sleep, where instead of directly commanding your body to relax, you gently guide it with imperceptible cues. It's about leading your physiology towards a state of calm without conscious effort or resistance. When you lie down, imagine an invisible hand gently pressing down on your shoulders, encouraging them to drop and relax. Then, visualize it moving to your chest, helping your breath deepen and slow. Picture it gently smoothing out tension in your forehead, then guiding your jaw to unclench. This isn't a forceful command. It's a soft, continuous suggestion. The invisible hand bypasses the conscious mind's tendency to resist direct orders. Instead, it works on a more subtle, intuitive level, signaling to your nervous system that it's safe to release tension. This method is effective because it encourages a passive surrender rather than an active effort to relax. By focusing on these gentle, imagined sensations, you distract your mind from racing thoughts and redirect its energy towards physiological relaxation. It's like a gentle current guiding a boat downstream, effortless and natural. The invisible hand helps your body intuitively unwind, paving a smooth path from wakefulness to the peaceful depths of sleep. 12. The broken record, repeating a soothing mantra. Imagine a broken record player stuck on a single, repetitive loop of sound. While annoying in music, this very characteristic can be a powerful cheat code for sleep. When your mind is racing with different thoughts, introducing a broken record, a simple, repetitive, soothing phrase or sound, can effectively interrupt the chaos and lull your brain into a meditative state. This isn't about solving problems or analyzing thoughts. It's about giving your mind something utterly benign and repetitive to latch onto, diverting its attention from stimulating patterns. Your broken record could be a simple mantra like rest, peace, sleep, repeated silently in your mind. Or it could be focusing solely on the sound of your own breath, listening to the inhale and exhale in a continuous loop. The key is absolute simplicity and repetition. The brain is wired to seek patterns, and when you provide it with a simple, predictable, and non-threatening pattern, it naturally settles into it. This repetitive input acts as a mental anchor, preventing your thoughts from spiraling into worries or plans. It bypasses the conscious, problem-solving mind and engages a more primal, rhythmic part of the brain that responds to predictable cycles. The broken record creates a monotonous yet comforting backdrop, allowing the active mind to disengage and the subconscious to take over, guiding you into a state of deep, undisturbed sleep. 13. The curiosity cloak. Embracing the unknown of sleep often, fear of not sleeping, or anxiety about the unknown depths of sleep keeps us awake. The curiosity cloak cheat code encourages you to approach sleep not as a forced outcome, but as an intriguing mystery to be gently explored. It shifts your perspective from demanding sleep to playfully observing the process of falling asleep, removing the pressure and inviting a sense of wonder. Instead of thinking, "I must sleep," put on your curiosity cloak and think, "I wonder what it feels like to slowly drift off," or "I wonder what sensations will appear as my body relaxes." You're not trying to achieve sleep, but merely observing the physiological and mental shifts that occur as you wind down. Notice the subtle changes in your breathing, the softening of your muscles, the fading edges of your thoughts. Treat each sensation as a new discovery without judgment or expectation. This shift in mindset is incredibly powerful. When you approach sleep with curiosity rather than demand, you disarm the performance anxiety that often creates insomnia. You become an observer, not a participant in a struggle. The curiosity cloak transforms the pressure of sleeping into a fascinating experiment. By engaging the brain's natural tendency for exploration in a gentle, non-demanding way, you bypass resistance and allow sleep to unfold organically. It's about letting go of control and simply being present with the journey into slumber, making the unknown inviting rather than intimidating. 14. The off-ramp. Diverting from stress before bed. Imagine you're driving on a high-speed highway, constantly racing towards your next destination. To safely enter a calmer street, you need an off-ramp. This cheat code applies the same principle to your mind. You need a deliberate off-ramp to exit the mental highway of daily stress, worries, and stimulation before attempting to park for sleep. Trying to go from 100 mph to 0 instantly is jarring and ineffective. The off-ramp is a conscious transitional activity that signals to your brain it's time to shift gears. This could be anything from 30 minutes of light reading, listening to a podcast, engaging in a simple hobby, or doing gentle stretches. The key is that this activity should be distinctly different from your daytime stressors and mentally undemanding. It's not about problem solving or engaging with stimulating content. Think of it as a decompression chamber for your mind. By taking this deliberate off-ramp, you give your brain a chance to gradually slow down and process the day's events in a low-stakes environment. This prevents the carryover of stress and mental activity into your bed, which is a common cause of insomnia. It prepares your nervous system for the deep relaxation required for sleep rather than forcing an abrupt halt. The off-ramp creates a buffer zone between the active day and restful night, allowing your mental gears to downshift smoothly and guiding you effortlessly towards slumber. 15. The digital sunset. Mimicking nature's sleep signal. For millennia, human sleep cycles were governed by the sun's natural rise and fall. Our bodies are wired to associate darkness with sleep. The digital sunset cheat code is about consciously mimicking this natural light transition in your modern environment to cue your body that it's time to wind down. In our screen-dominated world, artificial blue light disrupts this ancient signal. The digital sunset means gradually reducing your exposure to bright, especially blue spectrum light, for at least an hour or two before bed. This involves turning off overhead lights, using dimmer lamps, switching to warm-toned bulbs, and crucially, putting away all digital screens, phones, tablets, computers, TV. Blue light from these devices suppresses melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. By eliminating this inhibitory light, you allow your body's natural melatonin production to surge, sending a powerful biochemical signal for sleep. This isn't just about avoiding a stimulant, it's about actively promoting a sedative. The absence of stimulating light creates an environment of calm and darkness that aligns with your body's circadian rhythm. It trains your internal clock to recognize evening as the precursor to sleep. Implementing a consistent digital sunset acts as a powerful environmental cue, making it significantly easier for your body to naturally transition into its sleep-ready state and embrace deep restorative slumber. 16. The comfort audit. Optimizing your sleep environment. Imagine walking into a luxury hotel room designed specifically for relaxation. Every detail is curated for comfort. The comfort audit cheat code is about systematically assessing and optimizing every element of your sleep environment to create your personal 5-star sleep sanctuary. Often, small, overlooked discomforts accumulate and subtly prevent deep sleep. Start by performing a thorough audit of your bedroom. Is your mattress still supportive and comfortable? Are your pillows providing adequate neck alignment? Is the room truly dark, or are there hidden light leaks from chargers or streetlights? Is the temperature ideal, generally cool, around 18 to 20 degrees, 65 to 68 degrees? Are there any distracting noises, and can they be masked or eliminated? Check the quality of your sheets. Breathable soft fabrics are key. Consider the overall clutter. A tidy room can lead to a tidier mind. Even the air quality matters. Ensure good ventilation. The goal is to eliminate any potential source of physical or sensory irritation. By meticulously optimizing your sleep environment, you remove subconscious stressors and create a space that actively promotes relaxation and uninterrupted sleep. This comfort audit transforms your bedroom from just a place where you sleep into a dedicated haven for rest, allowing your body to fully surrender to the comfort and drift off without conscious effort. It's about building a fortress of calm for your nightly rest. 17. The warm cave. Creating your ideal sleep cocoon. Ancient humans found safety and warmth in caves, a primal sense of security that helped them rest. The warm cave cheat code harnesses this innate desire for a secure, comfortable enclosure to induce sleep. It's about deliberately creating a physical and sensory cocoon that feels supremely safe, dark, and perfectly temperate, signaling to your deep brain that it's time to power down. This means optimizing your bed for ultimate coziness and protection. Use blankets that offer a comforting weight without overheating. Ensure your room is dark enough that you can't distinguish objects clearly, simulating a cave's interior. The temperature should be cool, but your bedding should provide ample warmth, creating a pleasant contrast. Consider a slight elevation of your head for comfort, or using a body pillow to feel more nested. The warm cave is about sensory deprivation of stimulation and sensory amplification of comfort. By deliberately curating this enclosed, safe space, you activate a primal sense of security that helps calm the fight or flight response. Your body instinctively knows that a warm, dark, protected environment is ideal for vulnerable states like sleep. This technique not only minimizes external distractions, but also cues your internal system to release tension and surrender. It provides a deep sense of security, allowing your mind to switch off its guard and drift into a deep, restorative slumber, truly retreating from the world. 18. The body scan, systematically releasing tension. Imagine a security guard systematically scanning a building, checking each section for anything out of place. The body scan cheat code applies a similar methodical approach to your internal state. It's a mindfulness practice where you consciously direct your attention to each part of your body, identifying and releasing any lingering tension, one segment at a time, to achieve a state of complete physical relaxation. Lie comfortably on your back, eyes closed. Begin by bringing your awareness to your toes. Notice any sensations there without judgment. Then consciously imagine all the tension melting away from your toes, down through your feet, and out into the mattress. Slowly move your attention up your body to your ankles, calves, knees, thighs, and hips. At each area, acknowledge any tension and then visualize it dissolving. Continue this systematic scan through your abdomen, chest, back, shoulders, arms, hands, neck, jaw, face, and finally, the top of your head. The power of the body scan lies in its systematic nature and focused attention. It directs your mind away from racing thoughts and anchors it firmly in the present moment, on the physical sensations of your body. By actively seeking out and releasing tension from each muscle group, you achieve a profound level of physical relaxation that directly signals to your nervous system that it's safe to rest. This deliberate unwinding process makes it significantly easier for your mind to follow suit, leading to a calm and effortless transition into deep sleep. 19. The cool down routine, gradual de-escalation for sleep. Just as an athlete has a cool down period after intense exercise to allow their body to recover and normalize, your mind and body need a cool down routine before sleep. This cheat code emphasizes the importance of a gradual de-escalation of activity and stimulation rather than an abrupt halt. Trying to jump straight from high mental or physical engagement to sleep is like slamming on the brakes. It's jarring and often ineffective. Your cool down routine should be a dedicated period, ideally 30 to 60 minutes before bed, filled with calm, low arousal activities. This means avoiding anything that ramps up your heart rate, brightens your mood too much, or engages your problem-solving brain. Examples include reading a physical book, not on a screen, listening to a calming podcast or soft music, doing gentle stretching or yoga, taking a warm bath or shower, or practicing quiet meditation. The key is consistency and predictability. By following the same cool-down sequence each night, you create a powerful Pavlovian association that signals to your body it's time to prepare for sleep. This systematic reduction in stimulation allows your nervous system to naturally shift from sympathetic, fight or flight, to parasympathetic, rest and digest dominance. It gently guides your brain waves from active beta states to more relaxed alpha and theta states, making the transition to sleep smoother and more natural. The cool down routine is your intentional runway to a peaceful and effortless slumber. 20. The weighted blanket effect. Deep pressure for calm. Have you ever noticed how comforting a heavy hug can be, or the sense of security from being swaddled as a baby? The weighted blanket effect leverages this principle of deep pressure stimulation as a powerful cheat code for sleep. It's about applying gentle, even pressure across the body to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting a profound sense of calm and safety that encourages sleep. A weighted blanket, typically filled with glass beads or plastic pellets, is designed to be heavier than a standard blanket, usually 5–10% of your body weight. The constant, even pressure it provides mimics the feeling of a comforting hug or being held. This deep touch pressure, DTP, has been shown to increase the production of serotonin, a calming neurotransmitter, and melatonin, the sleep hormone, while decreasing cortisol, or the stress hormone. It creates a physical sensation of being grounded and secure, which can be incredibly soothing for an anxious or overactive mind. For those who don't have a weighted blanket, you can simulate a lighter version of this effect by layering multiple blankets or strategically placing pillows around your body to create a sense of being enveloped. The weighted blanket effect works by providing a non-invasive, therapeutic sensory input that tells your body it's safe to relax. This physiological response helps to quiet a restless nervous system, reduce fidgeting, and create a profound sense of security that makes falling asleep faster and staying asleep easier. It's a simple, comforting way to hack your body's relaxation response. 21. The mental jar. Storing thoughts for tomorrow. Imagine your mind as a busy desk, cluttered with papers, reminders, and to-do lists. Trying to sleep with such a messy desk is nearly impossible. The mental jar cheat code offers a simple, effective way to clear this clutter. By symbolically putting all your thoughts, worries, and tasks into a designated jar for safekeeping until morning. Before you even lie down or as you settle into bed, take a moment to acknowledge all the thoughts swirling in your head. Instead of pushing them away, which often makes them stronger, visualize each thought, concern, or reminder as a piece of paper. Then, imagine gently writing it down and placing it into a large, sturdy, invisible, mental jar beside your bed. Tell yourself, "These thoughts are important, but they can wait. I will deal with them tomorrow." You can even seal the jar to ensure they won't escape. This technique works because it validates your thoughts rather than suppressing them. It gives your busy brain permission to let go, knowing that nothing will be forgotten or lost. By externalizing your mental clutter and giving it a temporary, secure holding place, you free up your conscious mind from its duty to remember and worry. This symbolic act creates a sense of completion and peace, allowing your brain to transition from its active, problem-solving mode to a relaxed state, ready for an undisturbed night's sleep. 22. The background noise filter, tuning out distractions. Our brains are constantly processing sounds, and even subtle background noises can keep us subconsciously alert. The background noise filter cheat code is about consciously choosing to filter out disruptive sounds by introducing a consistent, soothing, and predictable sound that actively promotes relaxation, rather than just masking the unwanted noise. This isn't about complete silence, which can sometimes make small sounds even more noticeable. Instead, it's about introducing a gentle, monotonous, and non-intrusive sound that acts as a mental anchor. This could be a white noise machine, a fan, gentle rain sounds, or soft ambient instrumental music without lyrics. The key is that the sound should be consistent and predictable, without sudden changes or stimulating elements. Your brain, in its attempt to make sense of its environment, will naturally gravitate towards this consistent sound. By providing a benign, predictable soundscape, you prevent your mind from hyper-focusing on random creaks, distant traffic, or the silence itself. This filter creates a sonic cocoon, reducing external distractions and allowing your mind to quiet down. It provides a sense of aural comfort and predictability that signals safety to your nervous system. By creating a consistent and soothing auditory environment, The background noise filter helps to override stimulating sounds, facilitating a deeper and more uninterrupted descent into sleep. 23. The soft gaze. Relaxing your eyes for deeper calm. Your eyes are powerful sensory organs, constantly absorbing information. Even when closed, residual tension in the eyes can signal alertness to the brain, subtly hindering sleep. The soft gaze cheat code is about consciously relaxing the muscles around your eyes and letting your gaze become unfocused and gentle, which sends a direct signal of deep relaxation to your nervous system. When you lie down with your eyes closed, instead of tensing or pressing your eyelids, allow them to rest naturally as if they are simply floating. Imagine your gaze softening, becoming wide and unfocused, as if looking at a vast, empty space. Let your eyeballs feel heavy in their sockets. Avoid any effort to see darkness or control what you perceive. This deliberate act of relaxing your eyes has a profound physiological effect. The optic nerve is a major pathway to the brain, and by relaxing the eyes, you reduce the flow of stimulating sensory input. This relaxation also impacts the ocular muscles, which are often subtly tensed throughout the day, even when eyes are closed. By releasing this tension, you send a clear signal of rest to your brain. The soft gaze also discourages mental visualization or active thought processes that often keep you awake. It creates a state of passive observation, which is crucial for the mind to quiet down. This simple, yet often overlooked technique helps to calm the nervous system, preparing your entire being for a peaceful and effortless transition into sleep. 24. The temperature drop. Cued cooling for sleep. Onset. Our core body temperature naturally drops in the evening, signaling to the brain that it's time for sleep. This subtle physiological shift is a crucial component of our circadian rhythm. The temperature drop cheat code involves intentionally assisting this natural cooling process to cue your body for sleep, making it easier to drift off and stay asleep. There are several ways to implement this. One effective method is to take a warm shower or bath about 60-90 minutes before bed. While it sounds counterintuitive, the warmth of the water draws blood to the surface of your skin. When you exit the bath, this surface blood then cools rapidly, leading to a significant drop in your core body temperature. Alternatively, ensure your bedroom is cool. Most sleep experts recommend a temperature between 18 to 20 degrees, 65 to 68 degrees for optimal sleep. Using breathable bedding, a light duvet, or even cracking a window slightly can help achieve this. Sleeping in a room that is too warm can disrupt sleep significantly. This deliberate temperature drop acts as a powerful environmental and physiological signal. It enhances your body's natural sleep preparation, triggering the release of melatonin and promoting a comfortable, sleep-conducive state. By aligning with your body's intrinsic cooling mechanism, you make it easier for your system to transition from an active, awake state to a restful, sleep-ready one, leading to deeper and more restorative slumber. 25. The gratitude pause. Shifting focus to positivity. Often our minds race at night, replaying worries, regrets, or stressors from the day. This negative thought loop can be a major barrier to sleep. The gratitude pause cheat code involves intentionally shifting your mental focus to positive affirmations and things you are grateful for, creating a calming mental landscape that is conducive to rest. Before you even attempt to sleep, take a few moments to actively recall and appreciate 3 to 5 things you are genuinely grateful for from your day, or even from your life in general. It could be as simple as, I'm grateful for a warm meal. I'm grateful for a comfortable bed. Or, I'm grateful for a quiet moment. Don't just think them. Try to feel the positive emotion associated with each one. This simple exercise is profoundly effective because it disrupts the negative thought patterns that often keep us awake. By deliberately focusing on positive emotions like appreciation and contentment, you activate different neural pathways in your brain, moving away from stress and anxiety. It creates a sense of peace and fulfillment, making your mind less prone to wandering into worrisome territory. The gratitude pause retrains your brain to associate bedtime with positivity and calm, rather than a battleground for anxieties. It's a powerful way to end your day on a peaceful note, guiding your mind into a relaxed state where sleep can naturally take over. 26. The Memory Palace of Calm, constructing a mental escape. When your mind is buzzing with activity, sometimes you need a place to go that isn't your anxious thoughts. The Memory Palace cheat code, a classical mnemonic technique, can be repurposed as a powerful mental escape route for sleep. Instead of using it for recall, you construct a calming, fictional mental space that you can walk through to distract and relax your mind. Begin by visualizing a place that brings you ultimate peace and comfort. This could be a serene beach, a lush forest, a cozy cabin, or a grand, empty mansion. Focus on every detail: the colors, the textures, the sounds, the smells. As you walk through this memory palace, intentionally place comforting objects or scenes within it. For example, in a beach scene, you might focus on the gentle lapping of waves, the warmth of the sand, the feel of a soft breeze. In a forest, it might be the rustling leaves, the scent of pine, the sunlight filtering through trees. The key is to fully immerse yourself in this constructed reality. This technique works by engaging your imaginative and sensory parts of the brain in a non-stimulating way, drawing focus away from your worries. It provides a controlled, pleasant distraction that prevents your mind from dwelling on sleep-disrupting thoughts. The Memory Palace offers a safe, predictable mental journey that gently guides your brain into a state of relaxation and detachment from the present, making it easier for sleep to naturally envelop you. 27. The reverse psychology trick. When you don't try to sleep. Sometimes the harder you try to sleep, the more elusive it becomes. This reverse psychology cheat code cleverly outsmarts your brain's resistance by telling it to do the opposite of what you want. It's a paradoxical intention. Instead of trying to fall asleep, you consciously tell yourself to stay awake. This removes the pressure and often makes sleep arrive more easily. This technique, often called paradoxical intention, involves lying in bed with your eyes open or half closed and deliberately telling yourself, "I'm going to try to stay awake for as long as possible." Don't engage in stimulating activities. Just lie still and focus on not sleeping. Paradoxically, when the pressure to sleep is removed, your mind often relaxes. The anxiety around insomnia, which is a significant barrier to sleep, is directly challenged and often dissipated. Your brain's alert system, which is activated by the effort to sleep, no longer has a purpose. Instead of fighting sleep, you're embracing wakefulness for a short period, which allows the natural sleep process to take over without interference. This trick can be especially effective for those who experience performance anxiety around sleep. By giving up on trying to sleep, you inadvertently create the perfect conditions for it to occur. It's a playful yet powerful way to disarm your overactive mind and invite sleep through the back door. 28. The 5 Sense Check-In, grounding your mind for rest. When your mind is racing with thoughts or worries, it's often because it's caught in the past or future. The 5 Sense Check-In Cheat Code is a simple yet powerful mindfulness technique that grounds you firmly in the present moment by engaging each of your 5 senses, making it harder for your mind to wander into sleep-disrupting territories. As you lie in bed, take a deep breath and consciously bring your awareness to each of your senses, one by one. Sight, even with eyes closed. Notice any patterns of light or shadow you perceive, or simply the darkness. Sound. Listen for the most distant sound, then the closest, then the sound of your own breath. Touch. Feel the texture of your sheets, the pillow against your head, the air on your skin, the weight of your body on the mattress. Smell. Notice any subtle scents in the room, perhaps from your laundry detergent or a faint lingering aroma. Taste. Acknowledge any lingering taste in your mouth. Spend 10-15 seconds on each sense, fully immersing yourself in the present input. This technique is highly effective because it pulls your attention away from abstract thoughts and into the concrete reality of your immediate surroundings. By engaging your senses in this way, you prevent your mind from spiraling into anxiety or problem solving. It's a form of gentle mental redirection that calms your nervous system and creates a sense of grounded tranquility, which is an ideal state for transitioning smoothly into a deep and restorative sleep. 29. The no-phone zone, a sacred space for sleep. Our phones are constant sources of stimulation, alerts, and blue light, all powerful adversaries of sleep. The no-phone zone cheat code is about declaring your bedroom, or at least your bedside table, a sacred, non-negotiable area where your smartphone is strictly prohibited. This creates a physical and mental boundary that dramatically improves sleep quality. The rule is simple: no phone in the bedroom, especially not on your nightstand. If you use your phone as an alarm, consider getting a traditional alarm clock. Charge your phone in another room. It would show you the kitchen, living room. This physical separation has multiple benefits. Firstly, it eliminates the temptation to endlessly scroll, check social media, or answer emails, which keeps your brain active and exposed to sleep-disrupting blue light. Secondly, it removes the constant anticipation of notifications, which can subtly heighten your alertness. Thirdly, it creates a psychological shift, designating your bedroom purely for rest and intimacy, rather than a workspace or entertainment hub. By removing this primary source of digital stimulation, you allow your mind to truly disconnect and wind down without external interference. The no-phone zone is a powerful act of self-care that reclaims your sleep space and protects your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. It's a simple, actionable step that can lead to profound improvements in your ability to fall asleep faster and experience deeper, more restorative rest. 30. The progressive muscle relaxation, tensing and releasing for deep calm. When we're stressed, our bodies often hold tension without us even realizing it, creating a physical barrier to sleep. The progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, cheat code is a systematic technique that teaches you to recognize and release this tension by intentionally tensing and then relaxing different muscle groups throughout your body. This active process helps you achieve a profound state of physical relaxation. Lie comfortably in bed. Begin by focusing on your feet. Tense the muscles in your toes as tightly as you can for about 5-7 seconds. Really feel the tension. Then, suddenly release the tension, letting your feet go completely limp. Notice the contrast between tension and relaxation. Take a deep breath. Then move to your calves. Tense them tightly. Hold for 5-7 seconds, then release. Work your way up your body, systematically tensing and relaxing each major muscle group: thighs, buttocks, abdomen, chest, back, hands, arms, shoulders, neck, jaw, and face. The power of PMR lies in this deliberate contrast. By first creating intense tension, you make the subsequent release even more noticeable and effective. This technique teaches your brain to consciously recognize what relaxed feels like, and also serves as a powerful distraction from racing thoughts. It channels your mental energy into your physical sensations, guiding your body into a deep state of calm. PMR is an active way to unwind your physical self, signaling to your nervous system that it's safe to let go and drift into a peaceful and restorative sleep. 31. The pre-sleep review. Processing the day, releasing the night. Our minds often replay the day's events, achievements, and worries when we try to sleep, acting like an involuntary mental projector. The pre-sleep review cheat code is a deliberate, structured method to process the day before you get into bed, effectively closing the day's mental tabs so your mind can be clear for rest. About an hour before bed, set aside 10-15 minutes specifically for this review. You can do this by journaling or simply by sitting quietly and mentally recounting your day. Go through your day chronologically. What happened, what you accomplished, what challenges arose, and what remains to be done tomorrow. The key is to acknowledge everything without judgment or trying to solve problems. If a worry comes up, quickly jot it down in a notebook labeled "Tomorrow's to-do," or actively parking it outside your sleep space. This process allows your brain to tie up loose ends and release pending tasks. It shifts your mental state from active processing to passive reflection. By intentionally reviewing the day, you prevent your subconscious from attempting to do it while you're trying to sleep. This systematic mental download creates a clear boundary between your active day and your restful night. It helps your mind process and then let go of the day's events, paving the way for a calmer, less cluttered mental state that is perfectly primed for a smooth transition into sleep. 32. The Sleep Playlist. Curating calming sounds. In a world full of distracting noises, a curated sleep playlist can be a powerful cheat code. This isn't just any music, it's a carefully selected sequence of sounds designed to progressively calm your nervous system, acting as an auditory lullaby that guides your brainwaves towards sleep-friendly frequencies. The ideal sleep playlist should consist of soft instrumental music, ambient nature sounds like gentle rain, ocean waves, or distant thunder, or binaural beats designed for relaxation. Ensure these are specifically for alpha or theta waves. The key characteristics are no sudden changes in volume or tempo, no lyrics, which engage the language processing part of your brain, and a consistent, predictable rhythm. Start the playlist at a comfortable volume and consider using a timer to have it fade out after 30 to 60 minutes, or play continuously at a very low volume. This deliberate auditory environment creates a soothing backdrop that masks jarring external noises and prevents your mind from fixating on silence, which can paradoxically make internal thoughts louder. It provides a gentle, repetitive stimulus that helps to slow your brain activity, transitioning from the alert beta waves of wakefulness to the more relaxed alpha and theta waves associated with pre-sleep states. The sleep playlist acts as a sonic comfort blanket, systematically lulling your mind into a relaxed state where sleep can naturally take over, providing a consistent signal for rest night after night. 33. The future pacing technique. Visualizing tomorrow's peace anxiety about tomorrow's challenges often keeps us awake, creating a cycle of worry that seems endless. The future pacing cheat code involves actively visualizing a positive, peaceful, and productive day tomorrow, effectively pre-programming your mind for calm and success, thereby reducing the need to problem solve tonight. As you lie in bed, instead of dwelling on today's worries or tomorrow's potential pitfalls, spend a few minutes vividly imagining your ideal tomorrow. See yourself waking up refreshed, calmly handling any tasks, enjoying pleasant interactions, and successfully navigating any challenges. Focus on the feeling of being calm, capable, and in control throughout the day. Visualize specific peaceful moments, a calm commute, a productive work session, a relaxed evening. This technique works by shifting your brain's focus from anxiety to anticipation of positive outcomes. When you visualize a calm future, your brain receives signals that reduce the fight or flight response. It preemptively addresses the subconscious fear of the unknown that often manifests as nighttime worry. By mentally rehearsing a peaceful tomorrow, you send a powerful message to your nervous system that it's safe to rest, as all is well and under control. This positive mental conditioning reduces the need for your mind to work overnight, allowing it to fully disengage from problem solving and embrace the restorative power of sleep. 34. The just 5 minutes rule. Breaking down overwhelm. When facing a daunting task, the idea of committing to it fully can be overwhelming. The just 5 minutes rule is a powerful psychological hack that applies to sleep too. Instead of feeling the pressure to sleep all night, which can feel like an impossible feat when you're restless, you only commit to 5 minutes of a relaxing activity. This removes pressure and tricks your brain into cooperation. If you're struggling to sleep, don't tell yourself, "I need to sleep now." Instead, tell yourself, "I'm just going to lie here and breathe deeply for just 5 minutes." Or, "I'll just listen to this calming sound for just 5 minutes." The key is that the commitment is so small and non-threatening that your brain is unlikely to resist. After those 5 minutes, you can either continue or try something else. What often happens, however, is that once you get started, the initial resistance fades, and you find yourself continuing the activity, or even drifting off to sleep. This method works because it bypasses the all-or-nothing thinking that often fuels insomnia. It reduces the perceived effort and pressure associated with sleep. By focusing on a minimal, achievable goal, you reduce anxiety and create momentum towards relaxation. The just 5 minutes rule is a gentle invitation to calm, transforming the daunting task of sleeping into a series of manageable micro steps, making the journey to slumber feel effortless and natural. 35. The no clock rule. Eliminating time pressure. Constantly checking the clock when you can't sleep is a major contributor to anxiety and further wakefulness. The no clock rule cheat code is about removing all visible time-telling devices from your sleep environment, thereby eliminating the detrimental pressure of watching the hours tick by. This allows your mind to focus on rest, not the passage of time. This means removing your phone, digital alarm clock, or any luminous clock from your line of sight. If you need an alarm, turn the clock face away from you, or use an analog clock that doesn't glow or make a ticking sound. The underlying issue is that seeing the time creates a self-fulfilling prophecy of stress. It's 1 a.m., I've only got 5 hours of sleep left. This thought immediately triggers a stress response, activating your sympathetic nervous system and making sleep even harder. By eliminating the clock, you eliminate this source of internal pressure. You prevent your mind from engaging in anxious calculations about sleep deprivation. This creates a psychological bubble where time becomes irrelevant, allowing your body's natural sleep drive to take over without interference. The no-clock rule fosters a sense of timelessness and peace in your bedroom, removing the performance anxiety often associated with the inability to fall asleep quickly. It shifts your focus from external deadlines to internal relaxation, making it easier to surrender to the natural rhythm of slumber. 36. The soft belly breath. Diaphragmatic breathing for calm. When we're stressed or anxious, our breathing tends to be shallow and rapid, often confined to the chest. This signals alert to our nervous system. The soft belly breath, or diaphragmatic breathing cheat code, is a fundamental technique that involves breathing deeply using your diaphragm, promoting a profound sense of calm and signaling to your body that it's safe to rest and digest. Lie on your back with one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. As you inhale slowly through your nose, focus on expanding your belly first, letting your hand on your belly rise. Your chest should remain relatively still. As you exhale slowly through your mouth or nose, gently draw your navel towards your spine, feeling your belly contract. The exhalation should be slightly longer than the inhalation. This deep, slow breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, which activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system. It directly counters the fight or flight response. By consciously engaging your diaphragm, you slow your heart rate, lower blood pressure, and reduce muscle tension throughout your body. The soft belly breath redirects your focus from racing thoughts to a calming physiological rhythm. It provides a simple physical anchor that grounds your mind and body, making it easier to release tension and transition into a state conducive to deep and restorative sleep. This fundamental breathing technique is a cornerstone of relaxation and a direct pathway to slumber. 37. The warm foot soak. Peripheral warming for core. Cooling. While a cool room is essential for sleep, warming your extremities can paradoxically help lower your core body temperature and induce sleep. The warm foot soak cheat code leverages this physiological trick by dilating blood vessels in your feet, which then helps radiate heat away from your core, signaling to your brain that it's time to cool down and sleep. About 30 to 60 minutes before bed, fill a basin with warm water, not hot, just comfortably warm, and soak your feet for 10-15 minutes. You can add Epsom salts or a few drops of lavender essential oil for added relaxation. As your feet warm up, the blood vessels in your skin dilate, increasing blood flow to your extremities. When you remove your feet from the water, this increased blood flow to the surface of your skin allows heat to dissipate more effectively from your body. This facilitates the natural drop in core body temperature that is crucial for sleep onset. Beyond the physiological effect, a warm foot soak is incredibly soothing and provides a focused point of relaxation, drawing attention away from mental worries. It's a simple, comforting ritual that primes your body for sleep by leveraging its natural thermoregulation. The warm foot soak acts as a gentle, yet effective signal to your system to wind down, making the transition to deep, restorative sleep smoother and more inviting. 38. The sleep uniform, associating clothes with rest. Just as a uniform signals a specific role or activity, creating a sleep uniform cheat code trains your brain to associate certain clothing with the act of going to sleep. This isn't about fancy pajamas, It's about consistency and creating a subconscious cue that triggers your body's relaxation response as soon as you put it on. Choose a specific set of comfortable clothes that you only wear for sleep. This could be a soft pair of pajamas, a specific t-shirt and shorts, or even just a worn-out, cozy sweatshirt. The key is that these clothes are distinct from what you wear during the day or for lounging around. As soon as you put on your sleep uniform, your brain begins to register that it's time to wind down. This creates a powerful Pavlovian association over time. It's a physical ritual that signals a transition from your active daily state to your resting state. By consistently donning your sleep uniform, you remove the ambiguity for your brain. It acts as a pre-sleep cue, helping your body's circadian rhythm align with the expected time for rest. This simple change of clothes becomes a powerful psychological trigger, preparing your mind and body for sleep even before you get into bed. It's a subtle but effective way to program yourself for a more seamless transition into slumber. 39. The Dream Journal. Offloading nighttime worries. Often, our brains use sleep as a time to process unresolved thoughts and emotions, leading to vivid dreams or even nightmares that disrupt rest. The Dream Journal cheat code, though traditionally used for dream recall, can be repurposed as a powerful tool for offloading pre-sleep worries, preventing them from infiltrating your unconscious mind and disturbing your slumber. Instead of writing down dreams after you wake up, use a dream journal or a simple notebook to jot down any lingering thoughts, worries, or unresolved issues before you go to bed. Think of it as a worry dump. Write down anything that's bothering you, anything you need to remember for tomorrow, or any ideas that pop into your head. Don't censor yourself. Just get it all out on paper. The act of physically writing down these thoughts externalizes them. It signals to your brain that these concerns have been acknowledged and parked for later, meaning you don't need to hold on to them or process them during sleep. This prevents your subconscious from trying to solve these issues overnight, which can lead to restless sleep or anxiety-inducing dreams. The Dream Journal creates a mental boundary, allowing you to mentally close the day's chapter and enter sleep with a clearer, calmer mind. It's a simple yet effective way to declutter your nocturnal brain, paving the way for more peaceful and restorative dreams. 40. The Sensory Deprivation Light. Reducing stimuli for deep rest. Our modern environment is constantly bombarding us with sensory input, lights, sounds, smells. Even subtle stimuli can keep our brains subtly alert. The Sensory Deprivation Light cheat code is about intentionally minimizing external sensory input to create an environment of profound quiet and darkness, allowing your nervous system to fully disengage and surrender to sleep. This doesn't mean building an isolation tank. It means optimizing your immediate sleep environment. Ensure your bedroom is as dark as possible. Use blackout curtains, eye masks, or cover any glowing electronics. Minimize sound, use earplugs, a white noise machine, or ensure your room is insulated from external noise. Pay attention to smells. Eliminate strong or irritating odors, opting for neutral or subtly calming scents, like lavender. Ensure tactile comfort, comfortable bedding, appropriate room temperature. The goal is to reduce the noise that reaches your brain from all sensory channels. When your brain is receiving minimal external stimuli, it has less to process and interpret, making it easier to slow down and transition into a sleep state. This deliberate reduction in sensory input prevents your nervous system from being overstimulated, signaling that there are no immediate threats or demands. Sensory deprivation light allows your mind to truly quiet down, promoting deeper brainwave states associated with restorative sleep. It's about consciously creating a personal oasis of calm where your senses can finally rest. 41. The mindful sip. Calming your system with hydration. Often we reach for water mindlessly throughout the day. The mindful sip cheat code transforms this simple act into a deliberate ritual for calming your nervous system before sleep. It's about consciously using hydration as a signal to your body that it's time to slow down, relax, and prepare for rest. About 30-60 minutes before bed, pour yourself a small glass of plain water, ideally room temperature. Instead of chugging it, take slow, deliberate sips. As you drink, focus completely on the sensation, the coolness or warmth of the water, the feeling as it passes down your throat, and the subtle sensation of hydration spreading through your body. Avoid any distracting thoughts or activities during this time. This isn't about drinking a lot of water right before bed, which could lead to nighttime bathroom trips, but about the quality of the act. The mindful sip works on multiple levels. Physiologically, even slight dehydration can cause restless sleep, so proper hydration is fundamental. Mentally, the focused attention on a simple, calming action shifts your mind away from racing thoughts and into a present, peaceful state. It acts as a gentle, predictable signal to your body to transition from alertness to relaxation. This small, intentional ritual provides a moment of calm reflection, helping your body and mind align with the natural progression towards a deep and restorative sleep. 42. The reverse schedule. Hacking your body clock. Sometimes our internal body clock, circadian rhythm, gets out of sync, making it hard to fall asleep at a consistent time. The reverse schedule cheat code is a strategic approach to reset your sleep cycle by gradually adjusting your bedtime, essentially working backward from your desired wake-up time to establish a new, healthier rhythm. Instead of trying to force yourself to sleep earlier, focus on a consistent wake-up time every single day, including weekends. Once you've established this, incrementally adjust your bedtime. For example, if you normally go to bed at midnight but want to sleep at 10 p.m., try going to bed 15 minutes earlier each night for a few days, then another 15 minutes earlier, and so on. The reverse schedule works because it leverages your body's natural tendency to seek a consistent rhythm. By establishing a fixed wake-up time, you create a strong anchor for your internal clock. Then, by gradually moving your bedtime earlier, you allow your body to naturally build up sleep pressure at the desired time, rather than trying to force an abrupt change. This method avoids the frustration of trying to sleep when you're not tired. It gently guides your circadian rhythm back into alignment, making falling asleep at your ideal bedtime feel natural and effortless. It's a patient but highly effective way to retrain your body's internal clock for consistent, restorative sleep. 43. The micro nap. Strategic daytime power-ups. While a long nap can sometimes interfere with nighttime sleep, the micro nap cheat code is a strategic, short burst of rest during the day that can combat fatigue without disrupting your nighttime sleep cycle. It's about optimizing your daytime energy levels to reduce the likelihood of being overtired and wired at bedtime. A micro nap typically lasts between 10 to 20 minutes. The key is to keep it short enough to avoid falling into deep sleep, which can lead to sleep inertia, that groggy feeling upon waking, and make it harder to sleep at night. Schedule your micro nap in the early afternoon, usually between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., to avoid impacting your melatonin production later in the day. Set an alarm to ensure you don't oversleep. This brief period of rest can significantly improve alertness, cognitive performance, and mood, reducing the cumulative fatigue that often builds up throughout the day. By alleviating excessive daytime sleep pressure, the micro nap prevents you from becoming overtired and wired by evening, a common phenomenon where extreme fatigue paradoxically makes it harder to fall asleep. It's a strategic energy management tool that helps you maintain stable energy levels, making the natural transition to nighttime sleep smoother and less prone to the frustrating rebound effect of overtiredness. 44. The scent anchor, activating calm through aroma. Our sense of smell is powerfully linked to memory and emotion, making it an excellent cheat code for sleep. The scent anchor involves consistently associating a particular calming aroma with your sleep routine, so that over time, simply smelling that scent can trigger your brain's relaxation response and prepare you for sleep. Choose a natural, soothing scent that you personally find relaxing: lavender, chamomile, sandalwood, or even a subtle linen scent. Before bed, consistently use this scent in your sleep environment. This could be through an essential oil diffuser turned off before sleep, a few drops on a tissue under your pillow, a scented pillow spray, or a sachet of dried herbs. The key is to only use this scent at bedtime and during activities leading up to sleep. Over time, your brain will form a strong association between that specific aroma and the act of winding down and falling asleep. When you smell the scent, your body will automatically begin to relax, regardless of your current mental state. This conditioned response bypasses conscious effort. The scent anchor is a powerful, non-invasive way to cue your nervous system for sleep, creating a reliable trigger that helps you transition from wakefulness to a peaceful state. It's a sensory shortcut to slumber, harnessing the power of olfaction for restorative rest. 45. The no heroics rule, letting go of daytime expectations. Many of us carry the day's stress into the night because we feel the need to be heroes, constantly solving problems, being productive, or managing crises. The no heroics rule cheat code is about consciously deciding to suspend all problem solving, planning, and overthinking once you enter your pre-sleep window. It's a conscious decision to relinquish the hero role until morning. This means that any issue, task, or worry that arises during your wind-down period or in bed is consciously labeled as no heroics. You tell yourself, "This is not the time for me to be a hero. This is time for rest." If a brilliant idea or an urgent task comes to mind, quickly jot it down in a designated tomorrow's tasks notebook and then consciously release it. Do not engage with it mentally. This cheat code works by setting a firm boundary for your active, problem-solving brain. It prevents the mental to-do list from becoming a barrier to sleep. By intentionally stepping out of the hero role, you allow your brain to switch from a high-alert, problem-solving state to a relaxed, receptive one. This mental detachment is crucial for disengaging the sympathetic nervous system. The no heroics rule grants yourself permission to simply be without the burden of constant vigilance or productivity. It's a powerful act of self-compassion that paves the way for a truly restorative and effortless descent into sleep. 46. The soft focus meditation, blurring the edges of awareness. When we're awake, our minds tend to be sharp, focused, and analytical. This state is antithetical to sleep. The soft focus meditation cheat code is about deliberately blurring the edges of your awareness, allowing your mind to become diffused and unfocused, mimicking the natural transitionary state before sleep. Lie comfortably and close your eyes. Instead of trying to clear your mind or focus intensely on one thing, allow your awareness to gently expand. Imagine your thoughts, sounds, and sensations as indistinct blurs at the periphery of your perception. Don't try to pinpoint or analyze them. Simply let them exist without engaging. You're not trying to achieve a blank slate, but rather a gentle, fluid state where nothing is sharply defined. This technique works by reducing the signal-to-noise ratio in your brain. When you stop focusing intensely, your brain's default mode network, associated with mind wandering and relaxation, can become more prominent. It disengages the executive functions responsible for problem solving and alertness. The soft focus allows your brain to drift naturally into the liminal space between wakefulness and sleep. It's about letting go of control and allowing your awareness to dissolve gently, much like colors bleeding into each other on a canvas. This passive, receptive state is ideal for sleep, as it encourages your mind to naturally transition from alert processing to a more dreamlike, unconscious state. 47. The comfort item. Re-engaging childhood security. Many children have a beloved comfort item, a blanket, a stuffed animal, that provides a sense of security and helps them sleep. The comfort item, cheat code, re-engages this primal sense of tactile security in adulthood to help calm your nervous system and trigger a feeling of safety, making it easier to drift off. This isn't about being childish. It's about leveraging the brain's association with comfort and security. Choose a personal comfort item that evokes a feeling of coziness and safety for you. This could be a particularly soft blanket, a well-worn pillow, a favorite old t-shirt, or even a small, smooth stone you hold in your hand. The key is that it's something tactile that feels inherently calming. As you lie in bed, hold or interact with your chosen item. Focus on its texture, its warmth, and the feeling of security it provides. This simple act engages your sense of touch in a soothing way, providing a gentle distraction from racing thoughts. The comfort item acts as a tangible anchor for feelings of safety and reassurance. It taps into the brain's ancient pathways for feeling protected and nurtured, reducing anxiety and promoting a sense of well-being. This nonverbal cue signals to your nervous system that it's safe to relax and surrender, making the transition into a peaceful and effortless sleep more accessible. It's a simple, personal way to bring a sense of secure comfort into your sleep ritual. 48. The sleep space detox, clearing mental and physical clutter. Just as you detoxify your body or your digital life, a sleep space detox cheat code involves systematically removing anything from your bedroom that signals anything but sleep. This goes beyond just tidiness. It's about eliminating physical and mental clutter that subconsciously keeps your brain active and prevents it from fully relaxing. This comprehensive detox includes physical clutter. Remove clothes piled up, stacks of papers, exercise equipment, or anything that reminds you of unfinished tasks or daytime activities. A minimalist bedroom signals simplicity and rest. Digital clutter. Reinforce the no phone zone. Remove laptops, tablets, e-readers, and even smartwatches from the bedroom. Visual clutter. Organize nightstands, clear surfaces, and ensure no bright or stimulating decor is present. Consider neutral, calming colors. Mental clutter by proxy. Once the physical and digital clutter is removed, your mind has fewer external cues to latch onto for stimulation. The sleep space detox works because your environment profoundly impacts your mindset. A cluttered, stimulating bedroom constantly sends signals of to-do or alert to your brain. By actively removing these triggers, you create a dedicated sanctuary for rest. This physical decluttering also leads to mental decluttering, as your brain has fewer external stimuli to process. It fosters a sense of peace, order, and serenity, signaling to your nervous system that this space is exclusively for deep relaxation and restorative sleep. It's about meticulously curating your environment to be a powerful, silent ally in your quest for consistent, quality sleep. 49. The cool pillow trick. Localized cooling for comfort. A warm head can be a significant barrier to falling and staying asleep as our brain actively works to cool itself down during slumber. The Cool Pillow Trick cheat code leverages localized cooling to provide immediate comfort and help facilitate the brain's natural temperature regulation process, signaling it's time to power down. Before bed, consider a few simple ways to ensure your pillow is cool. You can flip your pillow to the cool side when you lie down. Some people even put their pillow in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes before bed, wrapped in a clean bag, of course. Alternatively, invest in a cooling pillow or a cooling pillowcase made from breathable, temperature-regulating fabrics like bamboo or specialized cooling gels. The sensation of a cool pillow against your head is immediately soothing and can significantly reduce restlessness. It provides a focal point for comfort, drawing your attention away from racing thoughts. Physiologically, cooling the head slightly helps the brain achieve its optimal temperature for initiating and maintaining sleep. It acts as a gentle, localized, cold signal that encourages the brain to slow down its metabolic activity. The cool pillow trick is a simple yet effective sensory hack that enhances comfort and directly supports your body's natural sleep processes, making it easier to drift into a deep and undisturbed slumber. 50. The body battery check. Listening to your energy levels. We often try to force ourselves to sleep when we're not truly tired or stay up too late when our body battery is depleted. The body battery check cheat code is about developing acute self-awareness of your actual energy levels throughout the day and particularly in the evening, aligning your sleep efforts with your body's natural readiness for rest. Throughout the day, regularly check in with yourself. How charged is my body battery right now? Rated on a scale of 1 to 10. In the evening, pay close attention to the subtle cues that signal your battery is running low. Yawning, heavy eyelids, a slight drop in focus, or a feeling of overall physical and mental fatigue. This isn't about rigid bedtimes initially, but about learning to recognize when your body is genuinely signaling readiness for sleep. If your battery is still high, perhaps you need more wind down time or a calming activity. If it's truly low, allow yourself to go to bed earlier. By tuning into these natural cues, you stop fighting against your body's intrinsic rhythms. This reduces the frustration of trying to sleep when you're not tired and prevents pushing through fatigue when you should be resting. The body battery check fosters a more intuitive relationship with your sleep needs, allowing you to honor your body's natural signals for rest, leading to more efficient and restorative sleep initiation. It's about listening to your body's wisdom, not just the clock. 51. The consistent wake time. The anchor of your rhythm. Imagine a ship at sea needing a solid anchor to stay in place, regardless of the currents. Your consistent wake time is precisely that anchor for your sleep schedule. This cheat code emphasizes waking up at the same time every single day, even on weekends, as the most powerful tool for regulating your body's natural circadian rhythm and ensuring consistent sleep onset. While many people focus on a consistent bedtime, science shows that a fixed wake time is even more crucial. When you wake up at the same time daily, you send a clear, consistent signal to your internal body clock. This helps regulate the release of hormones like cortisol, which wakes you up, and melatonin, which makes you sleepy. Over time, your body learns to anticipate wakefulness at that specific hour, and conversely, naturally builds up sleep pressure at a consistent time in the evening. This method works because it strengthens your natural sleep-wake cycle. It prevents social jet lag from weekend lie-ins, which can disrupt your rhythm and make Monday nights notoriously difficult for sleep. By establishing this non-negotiable anchor, you provide your body with the predictability it craves for optimal function. The consistent wake time is the bedrock of good sleep hygiene, making it easier for your body to naturally fall asleep and wake up refreshed, ultimately leading to more stable and restorative sleep patterns. 52. The bedtime story for adults. Engaging imagination, not worry. Remember how a bedtime story could transport you to another world, calming your mind before sleep? The bedtime story for adults cheat code revives this concept, but instead of listening, you mentally create or recall a soothing, non-stimulating narrative to engage your imagination and divert your mind from stressful thoughts. This isn't about replaying your day or planning for tomorrow. It's about constructing a blandly pleasant or familiar story in your mind. This could be revisiting a cherished, calm memory like a peaceful walk in nature, or creating a simple, repetitive, and non-dramatic narrative, e.g., imagining yourself painting a fence, watching slow-motion waves, or taking a stroll through a quiet garden. The key is that the story should be utterly devoid of conflict, excitement, or problem solving. It's about providing a gentle mental task that occupies your conscious mind just enough to prevent it from wandering into worries without being stimulating. By engaging your imagination in a passive, calming way, you shift your brain from its analytical, problem-solving state to a more relaxed, creative, and dreamlike state. The bedtime story for adults acts as a gentle mental lullaby, guiding your mind away from the demands of reality and smoothly transitioning you into the receptive, unconscious state required for deep and effortless sleep. 53. The white noise whisper. Consistent sound for calm. In a world filled with unpredictable sounds that jar us awake, the white noise whisper cheat code introduces a consistent, low-level sound that acts as a soothing auditory blanket. Unlike masking specific noises, white noise creates a uniform soundscape that helps to quiet the mind by providing a predictable, non-stimulating background. White noise is characterized by its broad spectrum of frequencies, which can effectively mask sudden or inconsistent sounds like traffic, barking dogs, or household creaks. It's like having a gentle, consistent hum that fills the auditory gaps. You can use a dedicated white noise machine, a fan, or even a white noise app on your phone, placed far from your bed and screen down. The key is to find a comfortable volume that is audible but not distracting. This constant, gentle whisper provides a predictable auditory environment that prevents your brain from trying to interpret every little sound. Instead of constantly being on alert for new noises, your brain can relax into the consistent hum. This leads to a reduction in mental chatter and an increased sense of security. The white noise whisper helps to stabilize your sleep environment, making it easier to fall asleep faster and remain in deeper stages of sleep, undisturbed by the unpredictable sounds of the night. It's a simple, yet highly effective way to create a sonic haven for consistent, restorative slumber. 54. The body scan. Systematically releasing tension. Revisited with a twist. We covered the body scan earlier, but this time, the body scan cheat code comes with a twist, focusing on releasing negative sensations and inviting positive ones, rather than just identifying tension. It's about actively replacing discomfort with comfort as you systematically move through your body, leading to a deeper physical and mental calm. Lie comfortably and close your eyes. Begin at your toes. Instead of just noting tension, imagine any discomfort or stiffness in your toes melting away like ice draining out of your body. As it leaves, visualize warmth, lightness, or a pleasant tingling sensation replacing it. Slowly move your awareness up through your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, and hips. At each area, consciously release any negative sensation and invite in a feeling of warmth, softness, or calm. Continue this up your torso, arms, hands, neck, jaw, and face. This proactive approach to the body scan is more than just observing. It's actively transforming your physical state. By consciously inviting positive sensations, you engage your mind in a gentle, soothing process that redirects its focus from discomfort or racing thoughts. This active re-scripting of physical sensation sends powerful signals of safety and relaxation to your nervous system, bypassing the anxious mind. The body scan with this positive replacement technique accelerates the release of tension and enhances the feeling of profound physical ease, making it significantly easier for your mind to follow suit and surrender to deep, restorative sleep. 55. The no coffee afternoon rule. Protecting your sleep drive. Caffeine is a powerful stimulant that can dramatically interfere with your ability to fall asleep, even hours after consumption. The no coffee afternoon, or equivalent caffeine rule, cheat code is a non-negotiable boundary for caffeine intake, safeguarding your body's natural sleep drive and preventing residual stimulation from keeping you awake. This rule is simple. After 12 o'clock p.m., or roughly 8 hours before your desired bedtime, depending on your sensitivity, completely avoid all sources of caffeine. This includes coffee, black and green tea, energy drinks, many sodas, and even some dark chocolate. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours, meaning half of the caffeine is still in your system after that time. Even small amounts can block adenosine, a chemical that builds up in your brain throughout the day and makes you feel sleepy. By adhering to the no coffee afternoon rule, you ensure that your body has ample time to clear caffeine from your system before you attempt to sleep. This allows your natural sleep pressure to build effectively, making it easier to feel genuinely tired when bedtime approaches. It prevents a common scenario where you feel exhausted but can't fall asleep because your brain is still subtly stimulated. This simple dietary adjustment is a fundamental step in optimizing your body's natural ability to fall asleep easily and deeply, paving the way for truly restorative rest. 56. The pre-sleep stretch. Releasing physical knots. Physical tension from a day of activity, stress, or poor posture can accumulate in your muscles, making it difficult to relax into sleep. The pre-sleep stretch cheat code involves a short, gentle sequence of stretches designed to release these physical knots, promoting muscle relaxation and signaling to your body that it's time to unwind. This isn't about intense exercise, it's about slow, sustained stretches that promote flexibility and blood flow without increasing your heart rate. Focus on major muscle groups that commonly hold tension: your neck, shoulders, upper back, lower back, and hamstrings. Examples include gentle neck rolls, shoulder shrugs and rolls, child's pose, cat-cow stretches, or a gentle hamstring stretch while lying down. Hold each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply into the stretch and never pushing to the point of pain. The pre-sleep stretch works by physically releasing accumulated tension, which directly translates to mental calm. When your muscles are relaxed, your nervous system receives signals that it's safe to rest. It also serves as a mindful activity, drawing your attention away from racing thoughts and into your body's physical sensations. This ritualistic unwinding helps to downshift your physiological state from active to restful. By intentionally loosening your physical knots, you prepare your body for a seamless transition into the deep relaxation required for peaceful and restorative sleep. 57. The visual countdown. Gentle mental distraction. When your mind is racing, trying to stop thinking can be counterproductive. The visual countdown cheat code offers a gentle, non-stimulating mental task that occupies your conscious mind just enough to distract it from worries, allowing sleep to sneak in without direct effort. This technique involves counting backward mentally, but with a visual element. For example, imagine a large chalk number slowly fading away on a blackboard as you count from 100 to 1. Or visualize a long train with numbers on each carriage, slowly disappearing into the distance as you count down. You could even imagine leaves falling from a tree, each with a number, as you count from 50 to 1. The key is that the visualization should be simple, repetitive, and utterly devoid of stress or complex calculations. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the next number in the sequence. The visual countdown works because it provides a benign, repetitive task that prevents your mind from engaging in stimulating thoughts or problem solving. It's a mild cognitive distraction that helps to slow your brainwave activity, pulling you away from alertness. This controlled mental exercise prevents the blank slate effect, where an empty mind becomes a breeding ground for worries. By focusing on this gentle, continuous mental loop, you lull your brain into a state of quiet focus, making it easier to release conscious thought and drift effortlessly into sleep. 58. The sleep temperature sweet spot. Optimizing your microclimate. While room temperature is important, your personal sleep temperature sweet spot cheat code is about optimizing the microclimate under your covers to achieve the ideal balance for sleep. This involves not just the thermostat, but also your bedding choices and even your sleepwear, ensuring optimal comfort for deep rest. Most experts agree that a cooler room around 18 to 20 degrees or 65 to 68 degrees is best for sleep. However, your individual preference within your bed is crucial. Experiment with different combinations of blankets, duvets, and sheets to find what feels just right. Opt for breathable, natural fibers like cotton, linen, or bamboo, which help regulate temperature better than synthetics. Consider layering so you can easily adjust throughout the night if you get too warm or cool. Your sleepwear also plays a role. Choose loose, comfortable fabrics that don't trap heat. The sleep temperature sweet spot is essential because fluctuations in body temperature can disrupt sleep stages. Your body naturally cools down to initiate sleep, and staying too warm can prevent this process. By fine-tuning your personal microclimate, you minimize thermal discomfort, allowing your body to maintain its optimal temperature for uninterrupted rest. This attention to detail in your immediate sleep environment provides consistent comfort, signaling to your body that it's safe and conducive to entering and maintaining deep, restorative sleep. 59. The morning light exposure bars, kicking off your circadian rhythm. While evening routines are crucial, the morning light exposure cheat code is equally vital for consistent sleep. It's about harnessing the power of natural light in the morning to powerfully reset your circadian rhythm. telling your body it's time to be awake and alert, which in turn helps it recognize when it's time to sleep later. Within the first hour of waking, expose yourself to bright, natural light for at least 15-30 minutes. This means opening curtains, stepping outside, even on a cloudy day, or sitting near a sunny window. Avoid looking directly at the sun. This bright light signal, particularly the blue light spectrum present in natural daylight, helps suppress melatonin production and boosts cortisol, which is essential for waking up and feeling energized. This strong morning signal anchors your circadian rhythm, making it more robust. When your body receives a clear wake-up cue in the morning, it is better able to understand when it's time to wind down in the evening. It strengthens the natural sleep-wake cycle, making it easier to fall asleep when your body is truly ready. The morning light exposure is a fundamental biological cheat code that sets the stage for healthy sleep patterns throughout the day, ensuring that by nightfall, your body is naturally primed for deep, restorative slumber. 60. The micro-movement release, gently untangling. Physical tension. Sometimes subtle, almost imperceptible physical tension can accumulate and prevent deep relaxation. The micro-movement release cheat code is about making tiny, gentle movements while lying in bed to identify and subtly release these hidden pockets of tension, facilitating a deeper state of physical calm without stimulating your body. Instead of lying completely still and becoming aware of every ache, focus on one small area of your body at a time. For example, gently wiggle your toes, then let them settle. Flex your fingers just slightly, then release. Gently rotate your wrists, then let them fall heavy. Shrug your shoulders just an inch, then consciously let them drop. The movements are so small they barely register. The key is the intentionality. You are seeking out and releasing minute areas of muscular contraction. This focused, gentle movement helps to bring awareness to areas of unconscious tension, allowing you to consciously let go. It's like untangling a very fine knot. The micro-movement release works by engaging your proprioception, your sense of body position, in a non-demanding way, distracting your mind from active thought and directing it towards gentle physical sensation. It creates a subtle but profound release of physical tension, which then signals to your nervous system that it's safe to fully relax and transition effortlessly into a deep and restorative sleep. 61. The bedtime beverage, a warm, calming ritual. For many, a warm drink is synonymous with comfort and winding down. The bedtime beverage cheat code leverages this deep-seated association, creating a soothing ritual that signals to your body it's time to prepare for sleep. It's not just about the drink itself, but the act of mindfully consuming something warm and calming. Choose a non-caffeinated, soothing drink. Herbal tea, chamomile, lavender, valerian root, or passion flower are excellent choices. Warm milk, dairy, or non-dairy, or simply hot water with a slice of lemon. Prepare it about 30 to 60 minutes before you plan to sleep. Take your time to sip it slowly, focusing on the warmth spreading through your body and the gentle aroma. Avoid sugary drinks or anything that could be stimulating. The warmth of the beverage itself can be physically relaxing, helping to slightly raise your body temperature before a natural drop, which is conducive to sleep. More importantly, the ritualistic act of preparing and mindfully consuming a bedtime beverage creates a powerful psychological cue. It's a consistent signal that the day is ending and it's time to transition to a state of rest. This simple, comforting habit can significantly reduce mental and physical agitation, paving a gentle pathway towards a peaceful and effortless slumber, making it a beloved part of many effective sleep routines. 62. The sleep-inducing scents. Aromatherapy for zzz. Our sense of smell has a direct pathway to the limbic system, the part of the brain involved in emotion and memory. The sleep-inducing scents cheat code capitalizes on this connection, using specific aromas to trigger relaxation and help your body and mind prepare for sleep. It's aromatherapy as a direct route to slumber. Certain essential oils and natural scents have properties known to promote calmness and reduce anxiety. Lavender is arguably the most famous, but chamomile, valerian, bergamot, sandalwood, and frankincense are also excellent choices. Incorporate these scents into your pre-sleep routine. Use an essential oil diffuser in your bedroom for 15 to 30 minutes before bed. Turn it off when you get in bed. Spray a linen mist on your pillow, or add a few drops of essential oil to a warm bath. The key is consistent exposure to associate the scent with sleep. When these calming aromas are inhaled, they send signals to your brain that reduce activity in areas associated with stress and arousal. This prompts a physiological response that lowers heart rate, blood pressure, and muscle tension. The sleep-inducing scents act as a powerful sensory anchor, gently nudging your nervous system towards a state of rest. They create a consistent olfactory cue that bypasses conscious effort, helping your mind to unwind and surrender to the soothing power of aromatherapy, making the transition into deep and restorative sleep feel natural and effortless. 63. The bedroom-only rule. Training your brain for rest. Many people make the mistake of using their bedroom for everything: working, eating, watching TV, or arguing. This confuses your brain, making it associate the space with activity and alertness, not sleep. The bedroom-only rule cheat code is about strictly designating your bedroom for two things: sleep and intimacy. This powerful association trains your brain to recognize the space as a sanctuary for rest. The rule is straightforward. Only sleep and intimacy happen in your bed. If you can't sleep after 20 minutes, get out of bed and go to another room for a calming activity, like reading a book in low light, until you feel sleepy, then return to bed. Avoid screens, work, meals, or stressful conversations in bed. By consistently adhering to the bedroom-only rule, you create a strong classical conditioning response. Your brain learns that when you enter that specific environment, it's time to power down and rest. This eliminates conflicting signals and reinforces the neurological connection between your bed and sleep. It prevents your mind from staying in active mode when you're trying to rest. The bedroom-only rule is a fundamental pillar of good sleep hygiene, effectively retraining your brain to switch off the moment you lie down, paving the way for faster sleep onset and deeper, more consistent restorative sleep. 64. The Worry Journal. Externalizing anxieties. One of the biggest culprits of sleepless nights is a mind filled with swirling worries, anxieties, and unresolved thoughts. The Worry Journal cheat code provides a tangible outlet for these mental burdens, allowing you to offload them from your brain before bed so they don't keep you awake. About 1-2 hours before your desired bedtime, set aside 10 to 15 minutes specifically for worry time. Get a notebook and pen and write down everything that's on your mind. List your worries, your to-do lists for tomorrow, any lingering frustrations or even brilliant ideas that popped up. Don't try to solve them. Just get them out of your head and onto the paper. Once written, close the notebook and tell yourself, "These are here, safe until morning. My mind can rest now." This process is incredibly powerful because it externalizes your thoughts. Your brain often clings to worries because it fears forgetting them or not addressing them. By writing them down, you give your brain permission to let go, knowing they are safely stored. The worry journal creates a clear mental boundary between your active, problem-solving day and your restful night. It drains the mental energy from anxiety, allowing your mind to switch from an alert, on-guard state to a calm, receptive one, ready for an undisturbed and restorative night's sleep. 65. The ideal sleep number. Finding your optimal hours. Sleep needs vary widely from person to person. Trying to force yourself into a generic 8-hour mold when your body needs more or less can lead to frustration and poor quality sleep. The ideal sleep number cheat code is about tuning into your body's unique requirements and identifying the precise amount of sleep that leaves you feeling genuinely refreshed and energized. This requires a period of experimentation and self-observation. For a week or two, if possible, allow yourself to wake up naturally without an alarm. Track when you fall asleep and when you wake up. Pay attention to how you feel throughout the day. How is your energy, mood, and focus? After a few days, you'll start to see a pattern emerge regarding your natural sleep duration. For example, you might find you consistently wake up feeling best after 7.5 hours, or perhaps 8.5 hours. Once you identify your ideal sleep number, strive to create a consistent schedule that allows for that specific duration. The ideal sleep number works because it aligns your sleep habits with your body's unique biological needs, rather than arbitrary numbers. When you consistently get the right amount of sleep for you, your body functions optimally, from hormone regulation to cognitive performance. This personalized approach to sleep fosters a deeper sense of well-being and makes falling asleep easier because you're working with your body, not against it, leading to truly restorative and satisfying sleep. 66. The pre-bed snack. Smart fuel for slumber. While a heavy meal before bed can disrupt sleep, going to bed extremely hungry can also keep you awake. The pre-bed snack cheat code is about strategically choosing a small, light, and sleep-friendly snack that helps stabilize blood sugar and provides nutrients conducive to relaxation without taxing your digestive system. Opt for foods that are low in sugar and fat, and ideally contain a combination of complex carbohydrates and a little protein. Good choices include a small banana with a spoonful of almond butter, a handful of almonds, a few whole wheat crackers with a slice of turkey, or a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt. These foods help prevent blood sugar drops that can wake you up and provide amino acids like tryptophan, which is a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, sleep hormones. Consume this snack about 60-90 minutes before bedtime. The pre-bed snack works by preventing hunger pangs from interrupting sleep and providing gentle, sustained energy release. It ensures your body isn't working hard to digest a heavy meal, allowing its energy to be directed towards restorative processes. This subtle nutritional support helps your body maintain a stable, relaxed state throughout the night, reducing restlessness and supporting a deeper, more continuous sleep cycle. It's about smart fueling for optimal rest. 67. The mindful stretch, connecting body and breath. Beyond simply loosening muscles, the mindful stretch cheat code combines gentle physical elongation with deep, conscious breathing. It's a moving meditation that helps release both physical tension and mental chatter by anchoring your awareness in the sensations of your body and breath. Before bed, find a quiet space for 5 to 10 minutes. Choose simple, non-strenuous stretches like a gentle forward fold, seated, a cat-cow stretch, or a supine spinal twist. As you move into each stretch, synchronize your breath with the movement. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you deepen. Pay close attention to the sensations in your muscles, the gentle pull, the release of tension. Don't push or strain. The goal is relaxation, not flexibility. The mindful stretch works by providing a focal point for your attention, drawing your mind away from worries and into the present moment of your body. The deep breathing stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation. By consciously connecting your movement with your breath, you create a powerful mind-body synergy that effectively unwinds both physical tightness and mental agitation. It transforms physical preparation into a meditative practice, signaling to your entire system that it's time to transition from active engagement to a state of profound calm and readiness for sleep. 68. The no pet in bed rule, protecting your sleep space. While the comfort of a furry friend can be tempting, the no pet in bed cheat code is a strict boundary for serious sleep improvement. Pets often move, snore, scratch, or take up too much space, causing micro-arousals and disrupting the quality of your sleep, even if you don't fully wake up. This rule means your beloved pet sleeps in their own bed, ideally in the same room but not on your bed, or even in a separate room if their movements or sounds are too disruptive. The reasoning is purely physiological. Pets, no matter how cute, are often restless sleepers. Their movements, even subtle ones, can jostle you awake. Their body heat can raise your bed's temperature above optimal. Their shedding can contribute to allergens. By enforcing the no pet in bed rule, you reclaim your sleep space as an undisturbed sanctuary. This creates a more consistent and controlled sleep environment, free from external disruptions. It allows you to maintain optimal sleep temperature and minimize interruptions, leading to more consolidated and deeper sleep cycles. While it might be a tough habit to break for both you and your pet, the no pet in bed rule is a practical step towards prioritizing human sleep hygiene, ultimately leading to more refreshing and restorative nights. 69. The cool down shower. Evening body. Temperature regulation. A warm shower is often associated with waking up, but the cool down shower cheat code leverages a specific temperature shift to aid sleep. Taking a warm but not hot shower or bath approximately 90 minutes before bed can actually help lower your core body temperature, which is a crucial physiological signal for sleep onset. The mechanism is simple. When you step out of the warm water, your body's surface blood vessels are dilated, drawing heat to your skin. As this blood cools in the cooler room air, it rapidly releases heat from your body, causing a natural and beneficial drop in your core body temperature. This natural cooling effect mimics the physiological process that occurs as your body prepares for sleep and helps trigger melatonin production. Beyond the physiological benefits, a warm shower itself is incredibly relaxing, washing away the day's stress and grime. The sensory experience of warm water on the skin can be deeply soothing, helping to calm your nervous system. The cool down shower is a simple yet effective ritual that not only cleanses but also strategically primes your body for sleep by aligning with its natural thermoregulation process. It provides a distinct signal to your system to wind down, making the transition into a deep and restorative slumber smoother and more inviting. 70. Brr. The mindful listening, drowning out mental chatter. When silence feels deafening and your mind is buzzing with thoughts, the mindful listening cheat code involves actively and consciously engaging with a single, continuous, non-stimulating sound to quiet your internal chatter. It's about using auditory focus as a pathway to mental stillness. Choose a single, consistent, and calming sound. This could be soft, ambient music, instrumental only, no lyrics. A recording of gentle rain or ocean waves, or even the subtle hum of a fan or air conditioner. Close your eyes and focus all your attention on that sound. Notice its texture, its rhythm, its subtle variation. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to the sound, treating it as an anchor. This technique works because it provides your active mind with a benign, repetitive task. When your brain is busy processing one continuous, predictable sound, it has less capacity to engage in worrying, planning, or replaying the day's events. It acts as a mental filter, drowning out the internal noise that often keeps us awake. Mindful listening transitions your brain from an alert, analytical state to a more receptive, meditative one. It creates an auditory cocoon that helps to quiet the overactive mind, allowing your nervous system to settle and gently guide you into a profound and effortless sleep. 71. The no screen in bed rule. Reclaiming your sleep sanctuary. Our addiction to screens is a major culprit in the global sleep crisis. The no screen in bed rule cheat code is a non-negotiable boundary. Absolutely no phones, tablets, laptops, or e-readers in your bed. This strict rule transforms your sleep space into a dedicated sanctuary for rest, free from stimulating blue light and endless digital engagement. This means consciously leaving your devices outside your bedroom, or at least placing them far away and out of sight if they must be in the room. The reasoning is multifaceted. Firstly, the blue light emitted by screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone that signals to your body it's time to sleep. Secondly, engaging with content, social media, emails, news, keeps your brain active, alert, and often anxious, preventing it from winding down. Thirdly, the constant temptation of notifications or the urge to just check one more thing creates a state of perpetual alertness. By enforcing the no screen in bed rule, you eliminate these powerful sleep disruptors. You allow your body's natural sleep hormones to function optimally and give your mind permission to disengage from the digital world. This simple yet profound change reestablishes a clear association between your bed and restful sleep, making it significantly easier to drift off and experience deep, uninterrupted slumber. It's a vital act of self-care for your sleep health. 72. The sleep affirmation. Positive self-talk for rest. Our internal monologue significantly impacts our state of mind. If you habitually tell yourself, "I can't sleep," you create a self-fulfilling prophecy. The sleep affirmation cheat code harnesses the power of positive self-talk, using calming and empowering statements to reprogram your subconscious for easier, more restorative sleep. Before you go to bed or as you lie down, repeat a simple, positive affirmation silently or softly to yourself. Choose phrases that resonate with you, such as, "I am safe and calm, ready for sleep. My body is tired, and my mind is peaceful. Sleep comes to me easily and naturally." Or, "I am grateful for this time of rest." Repeat these affirmations slowly, with intention, focusing on the feeling they evoke. The key is to shift your internal narrative from anxiety and frustration to peace and anticipation of rest. This technique works by gently overriding negative thought patterns that often fuel insomnia. By consistently feeding your subconscious positive beliefs about sleep, you reduce the internal resistance and fear. It creates a mental environment conducive to relaxation, lowering cortisol levels and promoting a sense of security. The sleep affirmation is a powerful tool for cognitive restructuring, training your brain to associate bedtime with feelings of calm and readiness for sleep, paving the way for a more effortless and refreshing journey into slumber. 73. The optimal dinner timing. Fueling without disrupting. What and when you eat significantly impacts your body's ability to prepare for sleep. The optimal dinner timing cheat code is about ensuring your last substantial meal is consumed at a time that allows for digestion to complete before sleep, preventing active digestive processes from disrupting your rest. Aim to finish your dinner at least 2-3 hours before your planned bedtime. This gives your digestive system ample time to process food before you lie down. Eating too close to bedtime, especially a heavy or fatty meal, forces your body to work actively on digestion, which can raise your core body temperature and keep your internal systems alert, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Choose a dinner that is balanced, not excessively large, and lower in rich fats or very spicy ingredients, which can cause heartburn or discomfort. Prioritize lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, and plenty of vegetables. The optimal dinner timing ensures that your body isn't burdened with active digestion when it should be transitioning into a resting state. It allows your digestive system to wind down, directing energy towards repair and restoration rather than processing food. This simple adjustment to your evening eating habits creates a more favorable internal environment for sleep, promoting comfort and preventing common sources of nocturnal discomfort that can lead to restless nights. 74. The progressive muscle tension relaxation, deepening body awareness. Building on previous body scan techniques, this progressive muscle tension relaxation cheat code, PMR, is a slightly more active approach to achieve profound physical calm. It involves deliberately tensing a muscle group before releasing it, which heightens your awareness of relaxation and deepens the physiological response. Lie comfortably and close your eyes. Begin with your feet. Curl your toes tightly, clenching your arch and calf muscles. Hold this tension firmly for about 5-7 seconds, noticing the sensation. Then exhale slowly and completely relax your feet and calves, letting them go limp. Notice the profound sense of release and heaviness. Rest for 10-15 seconds. Then move up to your thighs, clenching your quadriceps, holding and releasing. Continue this systematic process through every major muscle group: buttocks, abdomen, chest, back, hands, forearms, upper arms, shoulders, neck, jaw, and face. The power of PMR lies in the contrast it creates. By intentionally creating tension, you make the subsequent relaxation much more noticeable and effective, training your body to deeply release. This technique effectively distracts your mind from racing thoughts, focusing your attention instead on physical sensations. It actively signals to your nervous system to switch from a state of alertness to one of deep rest. Progressive muscle tension relaxation is an active physical pathway to mental calm, guiding your entire body into a state of profound relaxation conducive to effortless sleep. 75. The no working late rule, protecting your mental wind down. In a demanding world, work often creeps into our evenings, blurring the lines between productivity and personal time. The no working late rule cheat code is a crucial boundary that protects your evening wind down period, ensuring your brain has ample time to disengage from work-related stress and shift into a relaxed state before sleep. Establish a firm cutoff time for work activities, whether it's checking emails, completing tasks, or planning. Ideally, this should be at least 2 to 3 hours before your bedtime. Once that time arrives, consciously put away your work tools, close your laptop, and mentally clock out. This strict boundary is essential because work-related thoughts activate the problem-solving and analytical parts of your brain, which are directly opposite to the relaxed state needed for sleep. Trying to transition directly from intense mental work to sleep is like slamming on the brakes at high speed. It's jarring and often impossible. The no working late rule creates a necessary buffer zone, allowing your mind to gradually decompress. It provides time for non-stimulating activities that help your brain shift gears and process the day's events in a low-stress manner. This dedicated mental wind-down period prevents the carryover of stress and mental alertness into your bed, allowing your nervous system to naturally transition into the parasympathetic rest and digest state, paving the way for undisturbed and restorative sleep. 76. The pre-sleep self-massage. Gentle touch for relaxation. The power of touch to soothe and relax is deeply ingrained in our biology. The pre-sleep self-massage cheat code leverages gentle self-touch to release physical tension, stimulate circulation, and provide a comforting sensory input that signals to your body it's safe to relax and prepare for sleep. Before bed, take a few minutes to gently massage key tension points on your body. This isn't about deep tissue work, but light, circular motions or gentle pressure. Focus on areas that commonly hold stress: your temples, jaw, neck, shoulders, hands, and feet. You can use a calming essential oil, like lavender mixed with a carrier oil, for added benefit. As you massage, focus on the sensations of your touch and the gradual release of tension. The pre-sleep self-massage works on several levels. Physically, it helps relax tight muscles and improve circulation. Physiologically, gentle touch activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing stress hormones and promoting a sense of calm. Mentally, it provides a soothing, repetitive focal point that draws your attention away from racing thoughts and into your body. This intentional act of self-care signals to your nervous system that it's time to unwind and be nurtured. It transforms physical discomfort into a source of relaxation, making it easier for your body and mind to surrender to the deep calm required for a peaceful and effortless transition into sleep. 77. The scheduled worry time. Containing anxieties. Allowing worries to surface sporadically throughout the day, and especially at night, can hijack your sleep. The scheduled worry time cheat code is a proactive strategy to contain anxieties by dedicating a specific, limited period during the day to address your concerns, effectively quarantining them outside of your sleep window. Choose a specific 15 to 20-minute window during the day, well before bedtime, e.g. late afternoon or early evening. During this time, allow yourself to fully engage with your worries. Think about them, write them down in a worry journal, brainstorm solutions, or create action plans. This is your dedicated time to feel and process your anxieties. When this time is up, consciously close, The worry session and tell yourself that any new worries that arise later will be dealt with during the next scheduled worry time. This cheat code works because it validates your worries rather than trying to suppress them, which often backfires. By giving them a designated space and time, you train your brain to postpone worrying until that specific window. This prevents worries from spilling over into your pre-sleep period or keeping you awake at night. The scheduled worry time empowers you to control your anxieties, rather than letting them control you, thereby creating a calmer mental landscape that is conducive to falling asleep easily and maintaining deep, uninterrupted rest. 78. The Sleep Hygiene Checklist. Consistent pre-sleep habits. Often we know what we should do for sleep, but consistency is the challenge. The Sleep Hygiene Checklist cheat code is about creating a simple, repeatable checklist of pre-sleep habits and consistently following it. This builds powerful routines that signal to your brain it's time for sleep, turning good habits into automatic behaviors. Create a personalized checklist of 3 to 5 key sleep-promoting actions that you'll perform nightly, roughly 60 to 90 minutes before bed. This might include digital sunset initiated, warm beverage consumed, worry journal completed, gentle stretches done, teeth brushed, face washed, or bedtime story/calming audio playing. Post this checklist somewhere visible, like your bathroom mirror or bedroom door. The act of checking off each item creates a sense of accomplishment and reinforces the routine. This cheat code works because consistency is king for circadian rhythm regulation. By performing the same sequence of calming activities each night, you create a powerful pre-sleep ritual. Your brain learns to associate these actions with the imminent arrival of sleep, triggering physiological relaxation. It reduces decision fatigue at night and ensures you consistently engage in behaviors that promote rest. The Sleep Hygiene Checklist transforms good intentions into ingrained habits, building a reliable pathway to effortless sleep and consistent, restorative rest night after night. 79. The Cooling Points Activation, Targeted Temperature Control. While overall room temperature is important, stimulating specific cooling points on your body can provide immediate relief and signal to your brain that it's time to reduce its metabolic activity for sleep. The Cooling Points Activation Cheat Code leverages strategic, localized cooling to help you feel more comfortable and ready for rest. Your body has areas where blood vessels are close to the surface, making them effective radiators for heat. Key cooling points include your wrists, ankles, the back of your neck, and your forehead. If you're feeling too warm or restless in bed, try applying a cool compress, a washcloth dampened with cool water, to one of these areas for a few minutes. Alternatively, simply exposing these areas to the cooler room air can be effective. This targeted cooling provides instant comfort and helps to lower your overall body temperature. Physiologically, it signals to your brain that conditions are optimal for sleep, as a slight drop in core body temperature is a natural precursor to slumber. It also serves as a mild distraction from racing thoughts, focusing your attention on the soothing sensation of coolness. The Cooling Points Activation is a quick, accessible cheat code for immediate thermal regulation, helping to calm your nervous system and guide your body into a state of relaxation conducive to deep and undisturbed sleep. 80. The Progressive Yawn, Mimicking Sleep's Natural Cue. Yawning is an involuntary action often associated with drowsiness, but it also has a physiological role in cooling the brain and triggering relaxation. The progressive yawn cheat code is about consciously mimicking a yawn to initiate this natural physiological response, subtly signaling to your body and mind that it's time to slow down and prepare for sleep. When you're in bed feeling restless, try to fake a yawn. Open your mouth wide, stretch your jaw, and inhale deeply as if you're about to let out a huge yawn. Don't worry if no actual yawn comes out initially. The action itself's what's important. Repeat this a few times, gently and without force. Often a real yawn will follow, or at least the physiological sensation of one. This technique works on a subconscious level. The act of yawning, even simulated, helps to regulate brain temperature and stretch muscles in the face and throat, which can be surprisingly relaxing. More importantly, it sends a powerful, learned signal to your brain. Yawning means sleep is coming. It triggers the same physiological response that real yawning does, including a slight decrease in brain activity and an increase in parasympathetic tone. The progressive yawn is a simple, intuitive cheat code that leverages a natural biological cue, helping to gently nudge your body and mind towards a state of relaxation and readiness for a peaceful and effortless descent into sleep. 81. The darkness cue, signaling night to your brain. Our bodies are exquisitely tuned to light and darkness. Bright light signals day and wakefulness, while darkness signals night and sleep. The darkness cue cheat code is about intentionally creating profound darkness in your sleep environment to send a powerful, unambiguous signal to your brain that it's time to release melatonin and prepare for deep rest. At least an hour before bed, begin to dim the lights in your home. In your bedroom, aim for complete darkness. Use blackout curtains or blinds to block out all external light, even faint streetlights. Cover any glowing LEDs from electronics, e.g., charging lights, alarm clock displays, with electrical tape, or turn them away. Avoid using nightlights in the bedroom. The absence of light is a primary environmental cue for your body's circadian rhythm. When your eyes perceive darkness, your brain is signaled to increase melatonin production, the hormone crucial for initiating and regulating sleep. Conversely, even small amounts of light can suppress melatonin. By creating a truly dark sleep environment, you optimize your body's natural sleep chemistry. The darkness cue ensures that your brain receives the most fundamental signal for sleep, allowing it to fully transition from an alert, daylight-adapted state to a relaxed, nighttime-ready state, paving the way for faster sleep onset and more consolidated, restorative slumber. 82. The sleep to don't list. Eliminating sleep disruptors. We often focus on what we should do for better sleep, but equally important is identifying and actively avoiding habits that actively disrupt sleep. The sleep to don't list cheat code is about consciously creating and adhering to a list of specific behaviors or substances to avoid in the hours leading up to bedtime, safeguarding your sleep drive. Create a personalized to-don't list that includes common sleep disruptors. This might look like: don't consume caffeine after 2 p.m. or your personal cutoff. Don't drink alcohol close to bedtime. Don't engage in intense exercise within 3 hours of sleep. Don't look at bright screens, phone, tablet, TV, for 1 to 2 hours before bed. Don't eat heavy or spicy meals close to bedtime. Don't engage in stressful conversations or work before bed. By actively eliminating these behaviors, you remove direct obstacles to sleep. Each item on the to-don't list represents a common culprit for insomnia or poor sleep quality. This proactive avoidance strategy minimizes physiological and mental stimulation, allowing your body's natural sleep processes to unfold unimpeded. The The sleep to don't list shifts your focus from a reactive struggle to a proactive prevention strategy, ensuring that you're not inadvertently undermining your own efforts to achieve deep, restorative sleep. It's about intelligently removing the roadblocks on your pathway to slumber. 83. The post-dinner stroll. Gentle movement for digestion and calm. After dinner, it's tempting to collapse onto the couch, but this can hinder digestion and keep your body in a sedentary state. The post-dinner stroll cheat code is about engaging in light, gentle movement after your evening meal. This aids digestion, slightly lowers core body temperature, and provides a peaceful transition, all conducive to better sleep. About 30-60 minutes after dinner, take a leisurely 10-20 minute walk, ideally outdoors if safe and pleasant. This isn't about rigorous exercise. It's a slow, relaxed pace. Focus on your surroundings, the feel of the air, and the gentle rhythm of your steps. The post-dinner stroll works on multiple levels. Physiologically, gentle movement after eating can aid digestion, preventing discomfort that might keep you awake. It also helps to slightly raise your body temperature before a natural drop as you wind down, which is a signal for sleep. Mentally, the quiet walk provides a valuable opportunity to decompress from the day, clear your head, and shift your focus from active thinking to passive observation. It acts as a gentle transition from the day's activities to evening relaxation, reducing mental chatter and preparing your body for rest. This simple, pleasant ritual helps to align your physical and mental states for a smoother, more natural transition into a deep and restorative sleep. 8.4. The comfort scale. Objectifying your relaxation. Sometimes when we're struggling to sleep, we become overly focused on the lack of sleep, fueling anxiety. The comfort scale cheat code shifts your focus to incremental improvements in physical and mental comfort, allowing you to objectively track your progress towards relaxation rather than fixating on the elusive goal of sleep. As you lie in bed, mentally rate your current level of comfort on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being highly uncomfortable/tense, 10 being perfectly relaxed and ready for sleep. Don't try to get to a 10 immediately. Instead, focus on small, achievable increases. Can I move from a 3 to a 4 by relaxing my jaw? Can I go from a 4 to a 5 by taking 3 deep breaths? Focus on identifying and releasing specific areas of tension. This technique works because it turns the abstract goal of sleep into a concrete, measurable process of comfort. It provides a tangible way to engage your mind in a non-stressful task. By focusing on tiny, incremental improvements in comfort, you reduce the overwhelming feeling of "I can't sleep" and replace it with a sense of gentle progress. The comfort scale also enhances body awareness, helping you identify subtle areas of tension you might not have noticed. This objective assessment and gradual improvement of your comfort level creates a positive feedback loop, guiding your body and mind progressively deeper into a state of relaxation conducive to sleep. 85. The sensory reset. Purging overload before bed. Our modern lives often involve constant sensory bombardment, from bright screens to loud noises and strong smells. This sensory overload can leave your brain overstimulated and unable to wind down. The sensory reset cheat code is about deliberately creating a period of sensory reduction before bed, allowing your nervous system to decompress and recalibrate. About an hour before bedtime, engage in a sensory purge. Turn off all unnecessary lights, opting for dim, warm lamps if needed. Silence notifications on all devices. Avoid engaging with stimulating sounds like loud music, podcasts, or exciting TV shows. Limit strong smells, e.g., cooking odors, harsh cleaning products. Focus instead on quiet, calming inputs, soft lighting, gentle ambient sounds or silence, and neutral or soothing aromas, like a subtle lavender spray. The sensory reset works by giving your nervous system a much-needed break from constant processing. When the brain is no longer bombarded with stimuli, it can shift from an alert, processing state to a more relaxed, receptive one. This intentional reduction in sensory input minimizes activation of the fight-or-flight response and promotes parasympathetic dominance. By consciously reducing sensory overload, you create a peaceful internal and external environment that encourages your mind and body to unwind fully, paving a clearer and smoother pathway towards deep and uninterrupted sleep. 86. The Pre-Sleep Playlist Review. Curating mental content. Just as you curate a music playlist, the pre-sleep playlist review cheat code is about consciously curating the mental content you allow yourself to engage with before bed. It's a strategic filtering process, ensuring that only calming, positive, or neutral thoughts and information are allowed to enter your mind's playlist before sleep. This means being highly selective about your evening inputs. Actively avoid news, especially negative or alarming headlines, stressful social media feeds, true crime podcasts, or intense problem-solving discussions. Instead, consciously choose to engage with calming content, light fiction, uplifting stories, gentle documentaries, or soothing personal reflections. If a stressful thought or worry pops into your head, acknowledge it, but mentally skip it like an unwanted song on a playlist, directing your attention back to your curated calming content. This technique works by preventing your brain from getting caught in stimulating or anxiety-inducing thought loops. By consciously controlling the playlist of your mind, you reduce cognitive arousal and create a more peaceful internal environment. It trains your brain to associate the pre-sleep period with positive or neutral information rather than stressors. The pre-sleep playlist review is about proactive mental hygiene, ensuring that the last thoughts and feelings you engage with before bed are conducive to relaxation and an effortless transition into deep, restorative sleep. 87. The breathing anchor. Focused respiration for calm. When we're anxious or stressed, our breath becomes shallow and erratic. The breathing anchor cheat code uses conscious rhythmic breathing as a direct physiological pathway to calm your nervous system and provide a consistent focal point, helping to quiet a racing mind and induce sleep. Lie comfortably and bring your full attention to your breath. Don't try to change it initially. Just observe. Then, gently begin to lengthen your exhales so they are slightly longer than your inhales, e.g., inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6 counts. You can also try box breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. The key is consistency and focus on the sensation of the breath. Feel your belly rise and fall. Notice the air entering and leaving your nostrils. The breathing anchor works powerfully because controlled, slow breathing directly stimulates the vagus nerve, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Rest and digest. This slows your heart rate, lowers blood pressure, and reduces muscle tension. By giving your mind a singular, repetitive, and calming task, focusing on your breath, you prevent it from wandering into anxious thoughts. It's a physiological and mental reset button. This simple, accessible technique is a fundamental mindfulness practice that grounds you in the present moment, systematically unwinding both physical and mental tension, paving an effortless path into deep and restorative sleep. 88. The visualization journey. Mental travel to tranquility. When your physical body is restless, your mind can still travel to places of peace. The visualization journey cheat code involves creating a detailed, immersive mental journey to a tranquil location, engaging your imagination to divert your mind from anxieties and induce a state of profound relaxation. Choose a place that evokes ultimate peace for you: a quiet beach, a serene forest, a cozy cabin by a lake, or a mountain retreat. Close your eyes and begin to build this scene in vivid detail. Engage all your senses. Sight. What do you see? Colors, textures, light. Sound. What do you hear? Gentle waves, rustling leaves, soft bird song. Smell. What do you smell? Fresh air, pine needles, ocean salt. Touch. What do you feel? Warm sand, cool breeze, soft grass. Body sensation. Feel yourself walking, sitting, or floating within this scene. Allow yourself to become fully absorbed in this journey. The visualization journey works by engaging your brain's creative and sensory pathways in a non-stimulating way. It provides a compelling mental distraction that shifts your focus from real-world worries to an imagined, calming reality. This mental escape disengages the analytical, problem-solving parts of your brain and allows it to transition into a more relaxed, dreamlike state. It's a powerful tool for inducing a state of peace and detachment, guiding your mind effortlessly away from wakefulness and into deep, restorative sleep. 89. The pre-bed ritual. Conditioning for sleep. Humans thrive on routine, and our bodies respond strongly to consistent signals. The pre-bed ritual cheat code is about creating a personalized, consistent sequence of calming activities in the hour leading up to sleep. This ritual acts as a powerful conditioned response, signaling to your brain that it's time to wind down and prepare for rest. Design a 30-60-minute ritual that you perform every single night, without fail. This sequence should include only relaxing, low-stimulus activities. Examples might be a warm bath, gentle stretching, reading a physical book, listening to soft music, journaling, or a guided meditation. The specific activities are less important than the consistency of the sequence. By performing the same comforting actions in the same order each night, you create a powerful Pavlovian association. Your body and mind learn to link this specific routine with the imminent arrival of sleep. This consistent signal helps regulate your circadian rhythm and triggers the release of sleep-inducing hormones. It reduces the need for conscious effort to fall asleep because your body is already preconditioned for rest. The pre-bed ritual removes the guesswork and effort from winding down, transforming bedtime into a predictable, comforting journey towards deep, effortless, and restorative sleep. It's about programming your body for slumber. 90. The strategic light avoidance. Protecting your melatonin. Beyond just darkness in the bedroom, the strategic light avoidance cheat code emphasizes minimizing exposure to any bright light in the late evening, particularly blue spectrum light, to optimize your body's natural melatonin production. This is a crucial step in preparing your body's internal chemistry for sleep. As evening approaches, generally 2-3 hours before bed, become highly mindful of your light exposure. This means dimming all household lights. Use lamps with warm, low-wattage bulbs instead of bright overhead lights. Avoiding all screens, smartphones, tablets, computers, and even television. If you must use them, use blue light filtering glasses or apps. but ideally avoid them entirely. Not turning on bright bathroom lights if you get up at night. Use a dim nightlight instead. Bright light, especially blue light, emitted by screens and many modern LEDs, actively suppresses melatonin, the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. By strategically avoiding bright light exposure in the hours before bed, you allow your body's natural melatonin levels to rise uninterrupted. This sends a powerful, natural signal to your brain that it's nighttime and time to prepare for sleep. Strategic light avoidance is a fundamental biological cheat code that works with your body's natural rhythms, ensuring that your sleep-inducing hormones are at optimal levels for a swift and effortless descent into deep, restorative sleep. 91. The Digital Detox Day. Resetting your system. Our constant connection to digital devices can accumulate mental fatigue and disrupt our natural rhythms. The Digital Detox Day cheat code is about dedicating a full day, or at least a significant block of time, to being completely offline, allowing your brain to fully reset from constant stimulation and reattune to its natural state. Once a week, or even once a month, commit to a Digital Detox Day. This means no smartphones, tablets, computers, TV, or even smartwatches. Instead, fill your day with analog activities. Spend time in nature, read a physical book, engage in hobbies, have face-to-face conversations, cook, or simply relax without any screen. The purpose is to give your brain a complete break from the constant alerts, notifications, and blue light exposure that characterize modern life. This intentional disconnection allows your nervous system to fully decompress. It reduces cognitive overload, diminishes mental noise, and gives your mind a chance to wander freely without external input. The Digital Detox Day resensitizes you to natural cues for rest and activity, improving your overall sleep-wake cycle. By proactively stepping away from the digital world, you create profound mental and emotional space, leading to a deeper sense of calm and a more natural readiness for deep, restorative sleep when night comes. It's a powerful reset button for your entire system. 92. The Sleep Posture Check. Optimizing spinal alignment. Subtle discomfort from poor sleeping posture can lead to tossing and turning, or even micro-arousals throughout the night. The Sleep Posture Check cheat code is about consciously optimizing your body's alignment in bed to reduce pressure points and promote a neutral spine, ensuring maximum comfort and deeper, uninterrupted sleep. When you lie down, take a moment to assess your posture. Back sleepers. Use a pillow that supports the natural curve of your neck without propping your head too high. Place a small pillow under your knees to support your lower back. Side sleepers. Use a firmer pillow that keeps your head and neck aligned with your spine. Place a pillow between your knees to keep your hips aligned and prevent strain on your lower back. Stomach sleepers. This position is generally not recommended as it strains the neck. If you must, use a very thin pillow or no pillow for your head, and consider placing a pillow under your pelvis to reduce back arching. The Sleep Posture Check works by minimizing physical discomfort and promoting proper spinal alignment, which reduces muscle tension and nerve impingement. When your body is comfortably supported, it can fully relax and transition into deeper stages of sleep without being interrupted by aches or pains. It's about consciously creating the ideal physical foundation for rest, allowing your body to fully decompress and rejuvenate. This simple yet effective physical adjustment ensures that your sleep isn't battling against structural discomfort, paving the way for truly restorative and painless slumber. 93. The post-worry affirmation. Sealing the calm after addressing worries, e.g., through a worry journal or scheduled worry time, it's important to consciously seal that process and signal to your brain that it's okay to let go. The post-worry affirmation cheat code is a specific calming statement you use immediately after processing anxieties, reinforcing the idea that your mind can now rest. Once you've written down your worries or completed your worry time, take a deep breath. Then silently or softly say an affirmation that confirms the release of those thoughts. Examples include, "It is written, it is done, I am free to rest. These thoughts are parked until morning. My mind is clear and I am ready for peace." Or, "All concerns are handled, I am now safe to sleep." The key is the intentionality behind the affirmation. This simple act creates a definitive psychological boundary. It tells your brain that the worry job is over for the night, and there's no need to cling to those thoughts. This technique reinforces the mental discipline of separating problem-solving time from sleep time. The post-worry affirmation acts as a powerful closure statement, allowing your brain to fully disengage from active processing and transition into a state of calm. It's a conscious act of relinquishing mental control, signaling a clear shift from wakeful vigilance to peaceful surrender, making it easier for sleep to naturally take over. 94. The deep exhale, releasing the day's breath. Our breath often holds residual tension from the day's stress. The deep exhale cheat code is about consciously performing a few extended, exaggerated exhalations before sleep. This simple yet powerful action directly activates the parasympathetic nervous system, signaling profound relaxation and helping to purge residual anxiety from your body. Lie comfortably in bed. Take a normal inhale, then slowly, deliberately, exhale for as long as you possibly can, pushing out every last bit of air from your lungs. Imagine all the tension, stress, and worries of the day leaving your body with that exhale. Pause briefly at the bottom of the exhale before gently inhaling again. Repeat this deep exhale 3 to 5 times. The emphasis is on the exhalation, as a prolonged exhale is a direct physiological cue for the vagus nerve, which triggers your rest and digest response. This immediately lowers your heart rate, relaxes your muscles, and reduces cortisol levels. It's a rapid reset for your nervous system. The deep exhale also provides a focused mental task, drawing your attention away from racing thoughts and grounding you in the present moment of your body. This simple, accessible breathing technique acts as an instant calm button, systematically deflating the day's accumulated tension and preparing your entire being for a smooth, effortless descent into deep and restorative sleep. 95. The no alcohol close to bed rule, protecting sleep quality. While alcohol might initially make you feel drowsy, the no alcohol close to bed rule cheat code is crucial for protecting your sleep quality. Alcohol severely disrupts the architecture of sleep, particularly the restorative REM sleep and deep sleep stages, leading to fragmented and unrefreshing rest. Establish a firm rule. Avoid alcohol for at least 3 to 4 hours before your desired bedtime. Alcohol is a sedative, so it might help you fall asleep faster. However, as your body metabolizes it, alcohol causes rebound awakenings and disrupts the latter half of your sleep cycle. It suppresses REM sleep in the first part of the night and then causes a rebound effect where REM sleep increases in the second half, often leading to fragmented, shallow, and less restorative sleep. This can result in feeling tired even after a full night in bed. By adhering to the no alcohol close to bed rule, you allow your body to clear the alcohol from your system before critical sleep stages occur. This enables your natural sleep architecture to function properly, ensuring you get enough deep and REM sleep. It's a fundamental step in preventing self-induced sleep disruption, leading to more consolidated, higher quality sleep, and waking up genuinely refreshed and energized. 96. The soft murmur, calming your internal critic. Many of us have an internal critic or a mind that constantly analyzes and judges, even in bed. The soft murmur cheat code is about gently acknowledging these internal thoughts without engaging with them, allowing them to pass through your awareness like a distant, indistinct murmur rather than a demanding voice. When thoughts arise, instead of fighting them, analyzing them, or following them down a rabbit hole, simply notice them. Imagine them as words being spoken far away, or as sounds that are part of a general background hum. You don't need to understand them or react to them. Just let them be, like a soft murmur you can hear but choose not to focus on. This technique works by reducing the emotional charge and engagement with your thoughts. By not reacting, you starve the thought of energy and prevent it from escalating into a full-blown worry or mental debate. It teaches your brain that these thoughts don't require immediate attention or problem solving. The soft murmur fosters a state of passive observation, which is crucial for disengaging the active, analytical parts of your brain. It allows your mind to gradually detach from conscious thought, letting the mental noise subside naturally until it fades into the quietude needed for a peaceful and effortless transition into deep, restorative sleep. 97. The future-proofing. Preparing for tomorrow's calm anxiety about tomorrow's tasks and responsibilities is a common sleep disruptor. The future-proofing cheat code is a proactive strategy to reduce evening anxiety by taking small, simple steps tonight to make tomorrow morning smoother and less stressful, thereby removing mental barriers to sleep. Before you begin your wind-down routine, take 10 to 15 minutes to future-proof your morning. This could involve laying out your clothes for the next day, packing your bag or lunch, writing down your top 3 priorities for tomorrow on a sticky note, making sure your coffee maker is prepped, clearing your workspace. The key is to complete these small, quick tasks so your morning feels less rushed and more organized. This technique works by addressing the root cause of much nighttime anxiety, the fear of chaos or being unprepared tomorrow. By proactively handling these minor details, you signal to your brain that everything is under control. This reduces the mental load and the subconscious urge to problem solve overnight. Future-proofing creates a sense of calm and predictability for the morning, allowing your mind to truly let go tonight. It transforms potential sources of anxiety into sources of peace, paving a clear mental pathway for a swift and effortless descent into deep, restorative sleep. 98. The no blue light after dark rule, protecting melatonin production. Our modern lives are saturated with artificial light, especially blue light emitted by screens, which is a powerful disruptor of our natural sleep-wake cycle. The no blue light after dark rule cheat code is a strict, non-negotiable boundary for evening light exposure to ensure optimal melatonin production and prepare your body for sleep. As soon as natural daylight begins to fade, eliminate exposure to blue spectrum light. This means no smartphones, tablets, computers, or even most modern LED televisions. If using screens is unavoidable, e.g. for work emergencies, Use blue light filtering glasses or software on your devices. Opt for dim, warm, incandescent-like lighting in your home during the evening. Blue light actively suppresses melatonin, the hormone released by your pineal gland that signals to your body it's time to sleep. Even small amounts of blue light can confuse your circadian rhythm, making your brain think it's still daytime. By strictly adhering to the no blue light after dark rule, you allow your body's natural melatonin production to surge unimpeded, triggering a powerful biochemical signal for sleep. This rule is a fundamental pillar of modern sleep hygiene, ensuring that your body's internal clock is fully aligned with the natural cycle of day and night, leading to faster sleep onset and more consistently deep, restorative slumber. 99. The Sleep Covenant. Committing to rest. Sometimes the struggle to sleep comes from a lack of conscious commitment to the process itself. The Sleep Covenant cheat code is about making a deliberate, intentional agreement with yourself to prioritize and dedicate yourself to achieving quality sleep tonight. It's a mental pledge that shifts you from passive hope to active intention. Before you go to bed, or as you settle in, mentally or even physically by writing it down, make a sleep covenant with yourself. This might sound like, I commit to letting go of the day and allowing my body to rest fully tonight. Or, I promise myself a night of deep, restorative sleep, free from worry. Or, I choose to prioritize my sleep and well-being above all else right now. The key is the conscious act of commitment and intention. This technique works by engaging your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for planning and decision-making. By making a conscious covenant, you send a powerful signal to your subconscious that sleep is a priority, reducing internal resistance and self-sabotage. It transforms the act of going to sleep from a passive desire into an active, empowered choice. The sleep covenant builds mental discipline and self-trust, creating a clear pathway for your mind to surrender to the physiological processes of sleep, leading to more consistent and satisfying rest. 100. The full surrender. Releasing all control. The final and most powerful cheat code for sleep is full surrender. Often, our struggle to sleep is rooted in a desire for control. Control over our thoughts, our bodies, and the outcome of falling asleep. This cheat code is about consciously and completely letting go of all effort, all resistance, and all desire to control the process, allowing sleep to simply happen. Once you've tried any other techniques and are lying in bed, consciously make the decision to fully surrender. This means releasing any tension you might be holding, allowing your thoughts to come and go without engaging, and accepting whatever state you are in, awake, drowsy, or somewhere in between. Don't try to force sleep. Don't try to relax harder. Don't try to clear your mind. Simply be. Imagine yourself becoming completely soft, heavy, and passive, like a rag doll. Tell yourself, I am letting go of all effort. I am simply surrendering the present moment. The full surrender works because it directly addresses the core psychological barrier to sleep, the fight against wakefulness. When you stop fighting, your body's natural sleep drive can finally take over without resistance. It signals to your nervous system that there is no threat, no need for vigilance. This profound act of letting go allows your brain to shift from its active, conscious state to the unconscious, automatic processes of sleep. Full surrender is the ultimate cheat code, transforming the struggle of insomnia into a peaceful, effortless descent into the deepest, most restorative sleep, where true rest is found in complete release.